Might make this my new background intro music or ambiance thing. Maybe flip-flop between the two. Not entirely certain. I kind of like the vibes, but whatever. You're right, it's very chilling. It's very chilling, to say the least. So how's everyone doing tonight? You're very quiet over there. Should I be concerned, guys? I shouldn't be concerned. Nah, I don't need to. So yeah, as the title suggests, I don't really know what I'm doing tonight. We might do some Mario Party, we might do some body cam footage. I don't really know, per se, what it is that I'm going to be doing. We'll kind of figure that out as we go. You guys are still digesting it, aren't you? It'll take some getting used to for today. But it's almost as if you guys should have checked what the day is today. Best $100 I ever freaking spent in my life. Will this be the money-making scheme that Viger finally employs, perhaps? I don't know. But for one thing, it's one hell of a joke, to say the least. What the hell is this? Something festive. We can kind of put that out there. I was always curious how people make this work. Turns out, there's a lot more that goes into this. Yes, yes, technically, Jackson, you are correct. We got Viger being waifu VTuber before GTA 6. And none of y'all knew what was going to be happening. I'm not the one to actually pull out any sort of April Fool's joke whatsoever on these kinds of days. But, this is one of them. This is one of those of all time. What the hell did you just walk into? Something festive, to say the least. That's all I'm going to actually go with right now. That's more or less what we're looking at here. What am I doing? Streaming. What's the concern, Logan? What is the concern that is going on here right now? Well, why didn't you put that your favorite quote-unquote waifu? Me. And for anybody who's just at the very least curious about the whole thing, it's nothing too crazy, per se. It's just fun. We like to have fun here, don't we, chat? We love to have fun here. Do not even freaking call me that, Logan. The next reacted iteration is probably going to be very awkward for everyone involved. And word is going to get around probably pretty quickly in the community. I'm curious to what the fallout of this one single decision that I've made. I mean, Raz, you gotta spend money to make money. That's kind of how this whole rigmarole works. If we want the future Halo streams to be successful, I may have to whip this out every once in a while. I might make this a redeemable. 10,000 bits to flip Viger's gender and his dimensions. So, that could possibly be something that I would do in the future. And before anyone asks, 10,000 bits is $100. Just in case anyone was confused about the conversion rate, as well as why I chose that number in particular. That's not going to be a channel point redemption, no, Paper. This is going to be a full-fledged, you have to spend money on this. If Viger were a woman, this is probably a close approximation as to what it would be. We like to have fun here. We like to have fun here, guys. Oh, that's not what I wanted to scroll into. I wanted to scroll into some of my settings and try and recalibrate the face just so that it centers a bit. What video did I miss? Just this stream, apparently. That's it. Yeah, 10,000 bits, and then I switched the VTuber model. That's what we would do. Why is the mouth not wanting to open up anymore? You recalibrate it for 1 second, and then this is what happens. Come on, you. There we go. Okay, I was wondering, because I got the referral that somebody had bought something more. Thank you, Subspace. Thank you. Thank you. You guys should follow Subspace's, MO. Buy some poggers. It's right over there. I'm just gonna swing my head over there and just be like, it's right over there. I don't have access to my arms for this stream, so I just kind of have to jut over into that location. Or I can just, like, pick up the model and just be like, right here, guys, right there. Get it. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. I kind of want to get some now. Gee. Gee, I wonder why. Suddenly, everything seems a little bit more appealing over here. Oh, what have I done? What have I freaking done? My first April Fool's joke is what I've done today. That is what I have done. I mean, as far as, like, I'm a veteran of VR chat, so this is nothing new. This is nothing new. People are just stumbling in here and be like, what the shit did I walk into? Something festive. You get used to it. You will get used to it. And I mean, for only a little over $100, if anyone was getting into VTubing, this rig that I found is, like, right up your alley. Because I wonder if I can do the thing. Like, just catch it live on stream and just see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't bug the hair out. Oh, if I just hit the hotkeys on this. Because I think I can make this work. Yeah, let's see if I can make this work. Because if I just hit the plus button... Yeah. Gee, I wonder who this looker is. Mina will be proceeding to freak out in the chat, or whatever respective call that she's in, because I'm her. She, me. The power that this model has, there are so many toggles and customizable features with it, you would be freaking surprised. But hopefully this doesn't break things when I switch back. And there's all sorts of breaking. There we go. I just had to hit enough buttons before I finally just... enough of the 3 buttons in some certain combo to switch back over. I am not going to get used to this at all. If I am going to make this a redeemable, it would just be funny. It would just be freaking funny. Or just have her up in the corner somewhere, just vibing. Because we all know what she looks like now. I don't even know what I would freaking call her. Because anything I would try to think that is like any sort of play on like a feminine version of Viger just sounds a little bit racy. Well, if when Mina joins us for other reactions down the road, like for stuff like Farfetched and the Gaslight District, as well as Knights of Guinevere, we're gonna just do the Discord talking head thing. That's probably what we would do. Veranda. That's like something on the outside of a house. And meme, I get called that enough as just a general insult. So. And yeah, I mean, when you put the "et" on the end of it, you're doing that thing that most people do when they try and pronounce my name and do it incorrectly. You skirt a very fine line, like straight into cancel culture territory. We don't want that over here. We do not want that over here. None whatsoever. But again, I don't really know what it is that I was going to be doing today. And I think, I guess, technically a good place to start would be, like, general body cam stuff. I think that's probably a good place. Because I know there's a few that we can catch up on. Send our way over onto a... on our way over to a Code Blue Cam and pick up maybe where we left off, because it looks like we've got some real bangers to go out on a limb here. Do a barrel roll. I haven't been able to figure that one out yet. I can just kind of like, whoop, yeah. I can do that stuff and just duck. Now I can actually look and see what you guys are dropping in here. Oh, there's some things in here. The eyes are hyper realistic. There's so much you can do with the eyes in this. Like, you can do like the slits for like a cat. You can change the colors. You can make them completely black. You can make them completely white. Anything that you think you can do with the eyes, anime-wise, is something you can do with this model. I need to, you know what I should do? Just in the off chance that anybody would be interested to know who, what, where, and most importantly, why. I'll just post this. I don't know what's going to happen when I put this in the multi-chat, like where it's going to go, but hopefully it gets onto YouTube's end. And if it just doubles it up across both, then so be it. That's the rig that's currently being used. So. And it works like a charm. It works like a charm. I need to calibrate again. There we go. There we go. But let's actually. Oh, my freaking face froze up again. Okay, no, there we go. And I mean, if it doesn't really recalibrate again. Come on, you. I need you to make sure that the mouth continues to move. That way we know if I'm saying stuff or not. But I guess it's just gonna. What all would I need to make this work? There's a free little bit of software called VTuber Studio over on Steam. That's completely free, unless you shell out like $15 to get rid of a little watermark that shows up. But with some simple, like, I guess you could employ like a temporary fix on some of these things. And could make it work like that. I'm just using the same webcam that I've always been using, so you don't need to worry about that kind of thing. But then you just basically need to put out the money for the rig itself, and then you're basically good to go. I'm just using my little Nexigo webcam to do all the facial tracking, and the program picks it up the rest of the way. So, yeah. Turn into a furry. The option is there. I'm not going to do it here because that's not my cup of tea. None whatsoever. But either way, I think I've dilly-dallied enough as is. So we can actually, I don't know. See, even there's eye tracking, so if I look to the left, right, I don't know if it does up or down, but I know it at least looks left and right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the blinks also work too, so the flutter the eyes. Doesn't really, only gets it to the once, but yeah. Did I ever watch Animaniacs growing up? Every so often, but I feel like I was always waiting for something else to show up on TV. Oh right, I was waiting for Pokemon to start playing. Because that was back in the day when the only anime channel I had was Channel 11. The days of analog. Oh, we don't talk about those days, my guys. Those were the troubled days. When Pokemon was both an anime and a Saturday morning cartoon. Which one you gonna be watching, Catholic man? You haven't been able to get to Toonami yet because you haven't been able to get Dish. Everyone forgets that I'm a very old freaking man. Back when Ash was just starting off and he only had the 51 possible Pokemon that he could encounter. Now we're into 1,000 territory and Ash is dead. Okay, we gotta figure out something else to do. Everyone's, yeah, I'm just sitting over here vibing. You guys are looking at the gams, and we need to actually do some stuff, as it were. So we're gonna put the music on hold, and then I need to get things switched over. You have a vid request? Well, I'm not doing video requests. We're doing body cam footage stuff. because that's the thing we do over here. Now, where did I... Oh, yeah, we left off on return trip. Fastest return trip. Yeah, we could... I'm curious about what's going on here. Somebody pulled the fire alarm and then went ham on the extinguisher by the looks of things. That's what that kind of looks like. I could be wrong, though. I hope that I'm wrong. Because when I'm wrong, then I get content. So, I think we can look at a couple getting a little bit crazy over here. That's always fun. 2 for the price of 1. So how a family night out turned into a complete disaster. I feel as though, by the looks of things here, we're going to get Karen and Kevin coming out here and give the cops every reason in the book to arrest their ass. So let's see how this whole thing pans out.
In February 2024, an officer was parked in his squad car in De Pere, Wisconsin, completing routine paperwork when a disturbance outside a bar caught his attention. He observed 2 women engaged in a physical altercation, while a man attempted to intervene and break up the fight. As the officer pulled up with his emergency lights activated, one of the women quickly attempted to walk away, despite being ordered to stop.
That's never a good idea.
What first appeared to be a routine bar brawl soon turned out to be a heated conflict between a 53-year-old mother and her 21-year-old daughter.
Well, at least they kept it in the family. At least they kept it in the family. But probably should have taken this to therapy one way or another. If I'm to hazard a guess, as to somebody who's never actually been in this situation whatsoever, I can only assume what the correct course of action would be. This is never the correct way to do this. Just food for thought out there. Fighting in public for whatever reason, never a freaking good idea. That's probably what I would probably say. You should react to body cams from different states. That'll be interesting. I don't really know, all I know is crime scene cam seems to specialize in Florida, but because of the sunshine laws and everything, more body cam footage is readily available for incidences in Florida. That's why you get Florida Man. That's why Florida Man exists, because nothing is confidential over there. And as far as Code Blue Cam is concerned, I guess they just aimed their sights straight at Wisconsin for their content. I don't really know, because the other ones like Midwest Safety, they're just kind of all around. They don't focus in on any other specific state. And I'm not aware of any other specific channels that hone in on any specific state. I could be wrong. I feel so I should be waving my arms around and everything, but can't really do that. So I'm just kind of sitting here with my legs crossed and my hands in my lap, just kind of being as animate with my head as I possibly can. God, the neck strain that some of these VTubers do. I get it now. I freaking get it now. But I'm curious as to how this is all going to escalate. And given the fact that we've got at least mugshots of the mom and the daughter, I think we all know how this is going to go down. So let's see. Oh, somebody's wanting to stop, and he's a man on a mission.
You're gonna get tased.
Oh, we're already whipping it out. Perfect. Yep, she's already trying to leave. That's a big red flag right there.
Hold on, put your hands on your back. Put your hands on your back.
Already getting to business. Already resisting arrest. Never a good sign.
457, I'm behind Baba's.
Really?
I had one resisting.
Then what's that whole bit of standing around not wanting to put your hands behind your back? That is what we in the business like to call resisting. Can get a lot more animate with this one, and I love exactly what's going on here. Don't care. This is your fault, ma'am.
Are you kidding me right now? Really?
Yep.
Really?
Now you're under arrest too.
Really? Because me and my daughter have an argument? Really?
457. Can I get rescued?
I'm going to assume that it's not really much of an argument. If by chance, when the cops do inevitably show up because things are getting a little bit heated, one of yous is walking away from the situation as opposed to naturally de-escalating or looking into reason. I'm actually, pun completely intended, shocked we haven't gone for the taser immediately. That'll learn you quick.
Can I stand up?
Yep.
Literally cannot
Go this way.
touch her. You can roll me that way, but you cannot. You cannot.
We're
You
gonna
gotta
switch up?
be very, yeah. You gotta be very,
And tuck one
very...
of your...
Methinks alcohol may be involved as well. Do I need any more reasons to know why I shouldn't be drinking? I know I can always do it in control. Like, I'm never going to be the guy that'll do an excess of anything. Because, I mean, look at me. Even in the maturity of this model, I've freaking kept things under control. Didn't do that for the minor version, though. Didn't do it there.
Your knees?
Yeah, you gotta be very
And we're gonna
gracious.
stand you up that way.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Yep.
Hold on,
In
hold
the
on.
alleyway behind Baba's.
Hold on.
There's two subjects standing outside of Baba's.
Actually, if you could...
Or
actually
just
go
She's
to-
already stumbling.
After she was handcuffed, the daughter and husband caught up and began interfering with the arrest.
Okay, so we got a little bit more context. The thumbnail, that was only half correct. Karen's daughter was in the thumbnail, and Kevin's going to be on the warpath over here. Yeah, they can't control you. They can only placate you.
Walk up here. Otherwise, you're gonna go in cuffs too.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's already... Oh,
Because you're...
yep, there's already now another problem that we should not be doing in the middle of an arrest. General interference. That's a big no-no. Big freaking no-no. That we all want to just not get involved with. Call it a hunch, but you're going to get yourself in handcuffs, and we're going to figure out exactly why your mugshot's going to get taken to...
Literally breaking...
You can back up.
Okay.
You can back up, otherwise you're gonna go to jail for obstruction.
You just broke my lip because you just punched me.
Oh, boo-hoo, broke my lip. I'm still going to be flapping it around like it's not broken whatsoever because I've got so much to complain about. And it's all my fault, but I'm not going to admit it. Just dry stun the daughter and walk away with the mom and just go about your day, sir. That'll learn them. That will learn them.
You gotta loosen this on my right. Why are you doing
Now
that?
she's going to jail for obstruction.
What do you mean? She's fine, dude.
I don't think she's
Those two
fine.
Over there.
Alright, you two with me.
Okay.
Why are you grabbing her like that?
You need to loosen my
I
right
have my niece so
wrist.
she doesn't fall.
Alright, I need you two to come with me now. Okay?
Give me your phone. Give me your phone.
Ma'am, I need you to come with
Give
me
me
right
your
now.
phone.
One notch.
Dad is kind of seeing reason. He's not engaging, but he's walking over just to see what's going on with his wife. Completely understandable. And he's not like saying anything yet. Emphasis on yet, because we saw the thumbnail. He's going to get very heated, and there's going to be a lot of shouting that's going to happen. I'm curious as to how it's going to escalate to that.
One notch. You're literally gonna break my wrist.
It's...
You know
You need to twist your wrist a little more because I could fit a whole finger in it.
As the assisting
always do
officer
that, too.
attempted to separate them, the mother suddenly kicked him in the leg.
Ooh, that's not good. That's not good whatsoever. Battery on LEO. That is. Oh, no. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? That's never a good thing, ma'am.
Alright, ma'am, I need you to just back up.
You can go to jail.
Back up now. Now.
Ooh, there it is.
Back up.
Now there's the escalation.
Back up.
like that.
She just kicked me. Back up, otherwise you're getting handcuffed right now.
You're gonna break my wrist. You're gonna break.
And yeah, those are some freaking chunker heels that she just drove right into that man's leg. I mean, that they're not like daggers or anything like I've seen some heels before, but that's, I mean, that could that could be considered blunt force. Like if we're dealing with D&D logic here, I think those weapons do deal bludgeoning damage. Call it a hunch there, but I would totally believe that. I would totally freaking believe that.
Guys, no, stay back.
No,
dude.
no,
Stay
no.
back. Stay back. I will put you in
You're
handcuffs
hurting
right
her.
now.
I watched the whole
Back up.
thing.
Yeah, and we're going to, yeah, I guess you're just going to ignore the whole kicking an officer bit. We're just going to freaking ignore that. Jack Daniels is speaking, and the husband is not here at the moment. Please leave a message after the beep. The beep is never going to arrive.
Back
Hey,
up.
call Mondo
Back
right
up
now.
right now.
Call my attorney right now.
Back up.
Go ahead. That's
Good luck with the attorney bit. We have it all on footage already of her just outright just decking a man's shin. And now, yeah, this is where it's going to go. Also into the handcuff thing, it's always, they say that it's too tight. But then the officer's like, I could fit 2 fingers in there. Giggity. It's always that they're too tight. I mean, you want the cuffs to be loose? Because then that's not the point of the cuffs, my guy. That's not the point at all. It's supposed to make sure that you don't get freed. I know you want them to be loose so that you can get free, but that's not how this is going to freaking work. I'm curious if Mr. Kevin over here is also going to get arrested. We didn't see his mugshot, but the night apparently is still young. Even though if we're going by what's going on in the top right-hand corner, which I can just look up at. Why, yes, it does appear to be tomorrow. It's always in the evenings. Though I'm also curious. Here we go, doing some preliminary research over here. This was in February of last year. What day did February 11th land on? So that we can figure out how much of a mistake this is. Okay. That's a little bit more excusable. This is Sunday morning. They transition from Saturday into Sunday. So a night on the town for a hangover in Sunday morning so they can confess their sins to the Lord Almighty is going in this direction. God. I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, especially when it has 2 trees that it could have easily fell from.
Dude, just, no, I'm not fighting.
I'm not fighting you.
Okay,
I am with
back up now.
you. Got it.
Just listen. Just listen to the cops.
Get assaulted her. I saw it. What the
Okay.
f? Right now.
Back up.
Back up.
Back up.
Stop!
Stay back.
And so we're going to ignore that second kick.
Hey, both of them are going too.
Back up. All right. No, no,
Hey.
no.
I saw the assault. I saw the assault.
All right.
Yeah, we also saw that. We also saw the assault. We saw her kick an officer. So yes, you are correct, sir. We did in fact see the assault. It's just not the one you want. Bitch.
Listen, they can both go for obstruction.
Hey, call Mondo right now. Thank you. Hey, are you here? Hello. Hey.
Mom, stop.
Hey, can you
Stop.
hold them back?
Calm down.
Stay here.
I understand. Please don't put your hand in my face. Mom.
You're gonna go in handcuffs pretty quick. Shut up.
Hey,
Don't tell me to
don't,
shut
do
up.
not, do not, do not.
Mom.
Hey,
Don't tell me to shut up. I believe the officer has every right at this point to tell you exactly what you need to be doing in the situation before the inevitable mug shot gets taken. I feel as though you are not going to listen to him at all, ma'am. Call it a hunch, but I don't think you're going to be listening to the officer. The alcohol won't let you.
She was
You're gonna
fighting
break
with
my
her daughter
wrist.
on the
My
sidewalk.
bladder.
I saw the assault, gentlemen.
She's not-
We are f***ing on tape here.
Why are you making her?
We're all being
You're on tape as well.
Hey, can you guys please
You
go back?
think she's some
Guys,
acrobat?
I want you guys over
Hey,
here.
so I can go over here so you can assault her more?
No.
Because of the mother's combative behavior, officers decided to place her in a wrap restraint.
Yeah! Break the wrap out! Cause she be flailing her legs all over the place. Yes! It's like my second favorite police equipment that they use. Next to the taser. It's a close race between those two. You get the taser more than you do the wrap, but... Oh, this is a joyous day to start things off. Gonna wrap the mom up like a burrito so she doesn't try and kick anybody else now. We love to freaking see it.
Wrap for her.
Really,
She
where's
keeps
the
kicking.
pier?
Grab the wrap out of my car. They don't listen. They're not listening. She keeps getting in the way of everything. I told them that they do when we come to them.
Well, you're. I asked.
Maybe you can assault her more.
Let her go. Why is she? Why
over here, please.
make him
Or you're
move
gonna go
her
in hand.
fucking knee?
Do not. You're pushing me.
Right.
Yeah.
You're making it more difficult situation. We're trying to figure out and calm down the situation.
Really? After we push her down on the ground?
After she resisted, wasn't listening to the officer, kicked one of them. I think he's entirely justified in his position right now.
The daughter and father continued to escalate the situation. Officers detained them both.
Now here we are, the vocabulary is very important here, ladies and gentlemen, and those of indeterminate genders. Detained is not the same as being arrested, even though one of the officers is already advocating for both of them to be arrested right now. For obstruction at the very least. For obstruction at the very least. But detained just simply says, we're putting you in handcuffs temporarily till we can figure out what's going on here. Detained can lead into arrest, but they are not exclusively the same. Oh yeah, daughter's speech sounds like it's laced with alcohol. There's no spit in the mouth. It is just alcohol right now. There's probably no blood in her body either. It is just straight up fireball. If I had to assume, that is probably what is going on here. I can smell the slurred speech, is one way that I would put it. Is one way that I would freaking put it. Oh, he's good, subspace. He's just being annoying. Keep the spam up and you're gonna get kicked. Banned, timed out, something like that. Don't make me do this, Logan. You're already on thin ice now.
Turn around.
No.
Turn around. You're being detained. Stand. Stop.
Oh, and yep.
Stop, man.
And she's already trying to resist. She's already trying to resist. Interesting maneuver, though. I don't usually see the pole dance strat being employed to avoid getting in handcuffs. The dad is going to flip shit and lose both of his nuts on this one, though.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Stop resisting.
Please stop. Please
Stop
stop.
resisting.
Brian, take him out of here right now.
Stop resisting.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
We are okay. You and I are.
Okay. We're not playing this game anymore.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
You're gonna get dropped.
Are you kidding
Throw it in
me?
my car. Throw it in my car.
Throw her on the hood!
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. All of you.
We got the rap. Let's get to work, boys.
After we assaulted my wife. This is good. This is great. Doing great.
Dude,
After you assaulted my wife. After she assaulted one of my officers.
absolutely absurd. That's
My sympathy is out the window right now.
no. You guys.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, the assault's continuing while I'm not looking. That's great.
Sir, I'm going to need you to, shut up. The more you talk, the deeper the hole you are in gets. If I had to assume anything at this point, officer, if I had to assume anything at this point, sir, the more you talk, the more trouble you're going to be getting into. And also, I'm looking at this right now. I'm curious, because I'm just seeing it right now. Wonder where he got that bloodied thumb from. In the scuffle? In the fight? Prayer or whatever? I'm curious to know where that's... I'm curious to know that's going to be. Yeah, the flailing is why they have the rap out. I think it's actually because of the kicking. She's already kicked an officer twice now. And the officers, when it comes to situations like that, don't usually go for 3 strikes and you're out. It's usually 2, and the fines just got even worse. So, yeah.
Yep, I got you, babe. I got you.
Hold on.
No! Ben! Ben! No, you don't understand! No, Ben! I didn't do it! No! Dude, you made it this way. I'm just telling you that right now.
Yeah, the officers made it this way. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Jackie Daniels.
You just
You
have to
made it
listen
this
to me.
way. Mom, you're fine.
Stop moving. Stop moving. Stop moving.
Sir, I'm just trying to move the way.
I understand. I'm trying to double lock these for your safety and mine.
Really?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any weapons on you? Yep.
Just my muscles, man.
Okay.
No!
This is based on your action.
Girl, you are built like a frickin' twig. Do not talk to me about muscles at all.
I will do whatever you want. Honest to God.
Too late! We've already got the rap out and we're making use of the damn thing.
This does not have to go. Stop.
Can I ask you one question?
Move your feet
please?
apart, please.
I got you.
Do you have anything on you that's
I do
going to
not,
poke
sir.
or pick me?
I have
Please,
nothing,
please
sir.
stop moving
Nothing,
for a second.
zero.
Oh, hold up. There was something I noticed. Chat, you can't really see it too well, but let me see if I can inch my way over here real quick. The door says the Novak's cheese. You know you're in Wisconsin when there is just literally a cheese restaurant here. You know you're in deep Wisconsin territory when they just have a restaurant just for cheese. Oh, that's just like a place in Missouri a restaurant in Missouri that's just specifically for meth.
That's
I do
gonna
not,
poke
sir.
or pick me.
I have
Please,
nothing,
please
sir.
stop moving
Nothing,
for a second.
zero.
Dude, like, I'm a college student. Can you stop touching me?
You're under arrest.
And we have to figure out if you've got anything in that's going to be a problem.
I don't know what's all going on.
Okay.
So just
How about
relax.
just a little move to the right?
No, dude, stop touching my.
I'm not.
Not.
Touching, you're
You
being
just
recorded.
touched my.
No. I checked your
Don't
pockets.
touch me.
And the pockets just so happen to be right in the front. Meanwhile,
What would you do if your wife is over there. Well, it sounds like
Screamy McBitchface over here is really letting the officers have it at this moment. So, it's a wonderful family of failure happening over here. A wonderful family of failure. Or just alcoholism. They should probably go to like an anonymous meeting or something. Sort that shit out. Make it a family outing. Hello, my name is Karen and I abuse alcohol. Hi, Karen. Hi, I'm Karen's husband. I also do the same. Hi, Karen's husband. Hi, I'm Karen Jr. I'm also here with a problem. Hi, Karen Jr. Oh, joyous day. Joyous freaking day.
what would you do if your wife was over there? Well, it sounds like she's resisting pretty good.
Mom, stop.
And I wouldn't really say that this is claustrophobic or anything. But then again, I'm not claustrophobic at all. This just seems like wrapping yourself up in a blanket. You could still move around. You could still squirm and everything. But like full body restraint. Like you can't even move around. Like you're crammed inside of a box. That would be a lot more claustrophobic. Being in a much more confined space is kind of what claustrophobia is all about. Being wrapped up in a burrito, like you're in a sleeping bag or something, doesn't really land too much the same. If I had to hazard a guess, again, I don't know that much about claustrophobia to actually have a point of, just a point in general.
She got pushed down by your guy.
Yeah, because she was resisting, my guy. If only you were there. Luckily, the footage was.
Saw it. For f***'s sake. Oh, we're
Well, it's all on.
in court on this one. This
It's
is
all
gonna
on.
be great.
Sir, it's all on body camera. Okay.
Hey, I got it, dude. It's gonna be great. I can't wait to replay it.
Oh, we're replaying it right now. For all the world to see. We're already 1.5 million views in order right now. I would assume a few 100,000 have already beaten you to the punch there, my guy. Because you already look like a damn fool yourself.
Oh my god, are you kidding me right now?
Nope.
Please, can you let me walk towards my mom?
Nope.
They're detaining her?
No, she's on her. Yeah.
What is up with that? I'm like 100 pounds.
Yep.
I'm 100 pounds.
No, we're not taking any
This
chances.
does multiple things. This prevents you from assaulting any other officers.
Stop.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Ooh, break out the second rap. Get her going too. If she wasn't going to be arrested now, she is here. That's for damn certain. If I was to hazard a guess, that just more or less sealed the deal. We've upgraded from detained to arrest. Because I think the officers would be on very good ground for obstruction, resisting, and maybe that shoulder check that she just did is enough for battery on LEO. If I had to hazard a guess, and again, given the fact that we've got a nice, wonderful mugshot right at the start of the video, I think we just found out why the mugshot got taken.
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't.
You get it. I'm gonna go.
No.
She's
No.
Hey, hold on.
So yeah, when they deployed the wrap, it actually comes in like two major pieces where they just basically confine the legs, arms already behind the back because of the cuffs, and then they put a restraint on that locks the body in a 45-degree upright position. So it's like you're sitting on the floor upright with your legs crossed in front of you. The only problem is you can't move your arms, you can't move your legs, and you can't bend in any other direction except for the 45-degree upright position. This is to ensure both safety for the officers handling the individual as well as for the individual in question, just in case they try to hurt themselves in the process. This is usually capped off with a wonderfully effective foam helmet that just makes them all look like a bunch of loonies. To the padded cell with all of y'all. And meanwhile, this bitch.
Wait, can you pull the hair out of my mouth? Yeah. Like, literally.
Then just stop yelling, okay?
No, please stop. Please stop. Ow. Let go of my... Wait, no, wait, more. I have more hair on my face.
Don't
Please.
care,
Literally
ma'am.
2 seconds.
We're gonna roll you over
No,
on this
wait,
side.
can you give me more?
And they're gonna sit you up so you don't...
No.
I know, I got
so,
you. She's dragging me.
No, you don't. Let go.
Stop resisting.
Let go.
Damn! Stop! Alright, I'm gonna put you in the back of the squad for now. I'll talk to you in just a bit, okay? But right now, we got stuff going on. So, we got a lot of stuff going on.
We do got a lot of stuff going on. You need to get your women in order, man. You need to get your wife under control. You need to get your daughter under control. God forbid that there's a younger child involved in all of this. Hopefully they're turning out right, if they do in fact exist. Though I am very much hoping that they don't. Given the fact that we have a family outing, and if there is a possible younger child, that younger child is absent? I guess you can't really take a young child to the bar. I don't know what they do in Wisconsin. That probably... But I think this is just a family of 3. And the cops arrest an entire family in one sitting. And by the looks of things, I just gotta remember exactly where we are. 9 minutes and 23 seconds. When did this altercation start? Time-wise. So she hits the ground. Bro. This is like the fastest 7 minutes ever. It took the officer 7 minutes to get to this point. 7 minutes to arrest an entire family because of alcoholism. Damn.
Yeah. Sit up. There you go.
Stop.
Don't try, girl.
No, grab my right leg. Can you grab my right leg?
No.
Wait, no. Can you look me?
I'm going to assume that there is like a potential biohazard in there somewhere, ma'am. I'm just not going to. I'm not.
Like right here. No, more. Yeah, more. Grab. Yeah.
You're gonna get tased.
I don't give a
Okay.
I got your phone.
Free range. She doesn't care. Give her something to care about. Like maybe 1200 volts straight to the back. That'll learn you.
The front, so don't let me forget it, okay? Okay, sir. All right, take a seat in there.
Hold on.
So there is a spot for your hands right there. So, all right. I'm going to just shut this, okay?
Again, why is it that... I don't mean to sound sexist or anything, so don't take this the wrong way. Like, Subspace, Maria, don't take this the wrong way, but... Why do the women have to be so crazy? Why do they have to make things so difficult? The dad finally calmed down the easiest. And he's just like, yeah, I can kind of see how this is going. I can kind of see. I tried to help. I even tried to fake it till I made it. And I'm not making this. So the best thing I can do is comply because my wife's getting wrapped up like a burrito. My daughter is flailing on a cop car. guess the best I could do is just comply, which is always the best option. I don't mean to sound sexist. That's ironic to hear considering the VTuber model. You're not wrong, Jackson. You're not wrong.
One more.
You wrap it all?
Do you have another rap?
We only have the one so far.
Damn.
No, just like do it your.
And unfortunately, the rap's only good for one person. Damn.
Full mitt. Full mitt. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Look at me.
Yeah, she's 1080.
We're gonna need another rap.
Dude, literally,
We're gonna need another rap.
you know, be strong.
And given the fact that we're still not even halfway through the video.
Just relax.
I understand.
All right, you guys need help?
Go grab Grant's car, bring it around. We're gonna stick her, wrap her. My car's right in front.
They're committed to the rap of the second.
I get it, but stop. Why are you doing that to her?
No,
Thank you for not doing that in my
I'm sorry.
face.
No. I give all respect.
Okay, I will give her that. She turned away and was not trying to hit the officer. And given the fact that she was dealing with a lot of hair in her mouth, if I was the officer in that situation, would excuse that. She's not trying to hit him. Quickly. I was like, no, that's not what I was trying to do. I'm willing to give you brownie points, ma'am. A few. And they're not going to be laced with anything that you would want in your brownies, given your current demeanor.
Trust me. No. I have literally, her and I were literally, dude, I'm not even hammered.
Not
like,
anymore.
Hey, yeah, she's sobering up pretty quick now. Reality's one hell of a sobriety check.
I won't do anything.
We have to leave you down, okay? Just relax.
Really?
The reason why we do this is just for your protection and ours.
Okay, but if people want, okay.
What's your name? It's fine.
That was gross.
Don't talk to me like you know what's going on.
Hey, okay.
Oh, we do know what's going on.
Oh God, it's pushing.
We got his car coming around. Are you not from around here?
No, I don't live
Did
here.
we get all your information and stuff?
Nobody asked me anything.
I don't live here. Good. This town probably doesn't want this family in here anymore.
I'm not here. Look at me, for f***ing honest, to God's sake.
We're gonna let you stand up, okay?
Thank you. It is my senior night.
But I require, yeah, no, I can't.
That would explain the festivities. Senior night. But that wouldn't explain the age gap. I don't know what the legal age in Wisconsin is as far as alcohol consumption is concerned, but I would assume that it is still 21. And if I'm thinking that it's the right senior night, like high school stuff, I don't know. I'm thinking too hard in this. I'm thinking too hard on this. Needless to say, alcohol is most certainly involved in this entire altercation. If I needed another reason not to drink, I have just been given it full force straight to the face.
So, hold on. You just, if you keep talking to me, like focus on me. You keep talking to me.
Are you, do you live in, do you live
I live in Illinois.
Oh, that explains everything. That explains so much. The Missouri in me is now incredibly happy. If I needed any more reinforcement as to the Illinois stereotype, we got it! Oh, the This explains so much. A drunk Illinois family in Wisconsin. You can't make this shit up. You can't!
Okay, what's a good formula for you?
It's like a breathe in, breathe out, right?
Yep.
You know it. You
Yeah, I
got
know.
it. You got it.
Concentrate
Okay.
your breathing.
So focus.
Yep,
Just
it'll be good. I'm gonna run this.
okay.
to make
You
sure,
and I.
okay?
Yep.
And then we'll
That's
talk,
all
okay?
it's about. Right. You just keep talking on me.
Run with her then?
No, she's fine. She's
I have the guy in
she's
the
with me. It's all.
Separated.
This is a little bit
How did this all start, ma'am?
Oh, just
Push it
no,
back and forth or what?
no. It's just my daughter and I. It's
She's
more.
gonna eat a wrap.
No, it's more my daughter and I are just having it.
You
It's
go
her,
to school here?
yeah, it's our senior night, so it's a jokingly. Okay, so
I guess I'm going to assume that college. She's probably going to college. That's the senior night. Because she lives in Illinois. You wouldn't go to high school in Wisconsin if you're from Illinois. Okay. That makes much more sense now. You see where my mind goes with these things? I try and look for logic and reason and everything. But then I'm watching a drunk family in Wisconsin make a complete fool of themselves. So logic and reason is just basically going out the door. I'm just trying to see if I can rack up another charge here for like underage drinking if this was like a high schooler. Because if this was a high schooler, there's one of two possibilities. One, she's underage drinking because usually a senior in high school is around 17 to 18 years old in the United States. Or they're just stupid. One of the two is happening here. And I think it might be a mix of both.
like she bought shot, we didn't buy a shot. We're like, like it was like.
Can I have you sit in the back seat of my car?
That's fine.
Okay.
Can I
So-
ask one question?
Yep. What's your question?
What the f- does my mom look
So
like?
I don't know what they got going on right now.
Ma'am, your mom looks like that because the genes lined up like that. Your grandmother's egg cell and your grandfather's sperm cell merged to make that. Next question!
I'm here to help you
Go
out.
ask them.
okay?
I want to
Well,
know before I get in your car. Please go ask them.
So
why
we'll
she
ask
looks like
we'll
that.
ask him in just
No,
a
I
second.
won't get in your
So-
car before you.
Then we're gonna be standing out here, okay?
Like a just a
Supposed to be a good night out, right?
no, yeah, no offense. Like we were just like not mad at each other.
No offense, but... And then we just look at where she is right now. I think there was an offense taken somewhere down the line here, ma'am. If I, again, hazard a guess over here, this is one of those moments that, no offense, ma'am, is all your fault.
Just going, oh, you should have bought. I bought. Like it's no.
So I can explain to you a couple things quick, okay? So I'm Officer Walsh. All
I
right?
understand, and I saw
Okay,
you,
just
and I
relax, okay? Just relax here. Just take a couple
This
breaths
is
from me,
such
okay?
a fucking joke.
Here.
Is it?
My mom looks like that.
I can understand you considering it a joke because I've been laughing a lot. And I think there's plenty of people who would watch this that are also pointing and laughing at the joke of a family that is being portrayed in this video.
I'm about to
Can you
explain
get
that
my
to you.
hair out of my mouth?
Maybe if you weren't resisting so much, you wouldn't have hair in your mouth. And you would have had free hands. God, literally like mother, like daughter. Holy freaking crap.
Please, in a non-inappropriate way.
Alright,
Thank you.
no. So I'm gonna explain that to you. So the reason why she's like that is because she was kicking a lot, right?
I
She was
understand.
kicking- Right, so that's what happens when people aren't cooperating with us. We put them in a device called the rap, especially when she's kicking officers.
You're going to get very intimately aware of the rap, ma'am. Because we've already asked for one, and you've already made the declaration that you are not getting into the cop car. Period. We weren't asking if you wanted to get into the cop car. You're going in there now.
Multiple officers multiple times.
Okay, perfect.
So we put her in that
That's okay.
device.
Okay, perfect.
Can we go to my squad?
Why am I in cuffs? What did I do?
You're just being detained at this time. Oh, she's under arrest.
No, she's fully under arrest at this point. If not for the other shoulder check battery on LEO, at least for the obstruction and resisting.
Go take a seat in my car, right?
I'm under arrest for sure.
Yep!
We've been here for 4 years. I've been part of I mean, dude, I can do I'm not like hammered.
Just because we can't,
No,
because we can't have you walk, we're gonna have to lift you up and carry you over.
Okay, my right arm, you cannot
Like
touch
in
my
the
right
bicep,
arm.
in the.
Yeah, literally in the middle of my bicep.
Okay.
So you
Thank you.
cannot grab
We
my.
won't. Usually we grab the handles here,
Yeah, you cannot.
just so you're aware, and then we
cannot
try to
touch
grab. Yeah, we'll try not to, but we don't want to have.
No,
you
there
fall.
is no try not to.
Alright.
My mom
Alright.
started a fight and I didn't
Watch
do
your head. Here,
anything.
just watch your head, okay? Just take a seat. Thank you.
Wait, hold on. Cannot put me in. Like, I cannot.
Well, that's why I got an ambulance here. We're gonna make sure you're okay.
No, I can't do air. I need air.
What is that?
Like, I need air. Like, I
Air?
cannot. You cannot.
They'll be able to turn the air tanks on in there for you. They'll put you on there.
One notch on this. It's literally ripping my wrist.
they're not loosening up anymore.
No, it's ripping my wrist. Dude, I have bracelets, and the bracelets are ripping my wrist.
Well, then that's the bracelets problem, not the freaking handcuffs. Granted, you didn't think you were going to be ending up in this situation, man, but what's the old adage? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. The stupid prize that you have won for the stupid game of fighting the officers, man, is your bracelets cutting into your wrists. So that's just what you're going to need to deal with.
So it's on you. I mean, you want to rip my wrist? That's f***ing on you.
No, we don't want to do that.
Give
No,
me
we're going to be fine.
Nothing. Literally. Nothing.
complained about it.
My daughter and I walked out. We pushed each other. Really? This is the most ridiculous thing. No. We're having.
Is it the most ridiculous thing?
Argument with your.
I've seen my fair share.
Here, so I don't know what's going on. Are you hurt anywhere?
No, and she's not hurt. We're just literally.
grabbed onto her, she pulled away and got like.
Well, yes, because you're f***ing grabbing me.
All right,
like,
can I take a look at you? You're not hurt all right
no,
now?
I'm not hurt. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
I'm so curious about that one officer's bloody thumb.
Okay. Sounds
So you need to loosen.
Probably just cut it on the
You don't
curb or something in
understand.
the scuffle.
okay.
Here, look at me for 2 minutes.
Hey, Sam, can you just hold on 1 second?
So the only reason you're in that is because you decided to kick and assault our officers. So now you're gonna stay in that until you go to jail.
That's fine, but can you please just loosen me
It's
up?
gonna stay just
Nope.
like it is.
Okay, I don't need to be checked out. I'm fully capable. I've had 3 drinks all night. Like, it's not like I'm not.
I've had 3 drinks tonight. They were all served to me in gallon jugs, but I've only had 3 drinks, officer.
I'm not.
All right, I'm just gonna get some of your information. Where are you guys staying at? At the hotel here? Correct. Okay. Are you from Illinois?
I am.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Oh, well,
Yeah, I know, bud. I know. Illinois sucks. And that's coming from a guy who lives in a perpetual state of misery. Illinois is terrible.
it doesn't have to be
Don't
unfortunate.
fault me.
Okay, I'm not.
At least the dad can joke. At least the dad, again, heat of the moment, saw something happening to his wife, immediately went to the defense. It's instinctual. I understand this man's position. But I'm also very appreciative of the fact that he's the one being the most calm, the most compliant, which is probably why you're not going to see his mugshot. Why we didn't get to see it at the beginning of the video, because I think he's only going to be... I honestly feel like they would drop the obstruction charges. More or less just, again, heat of the moment business. If I had to hazard a guess.
I'm just joking with you. What's going on?
Can you just give me 1 second, then I'll explain to you. I just want to attach you.
It's very painful.
And
You don't. Right.
normally we.
She's still yapping. She's still yapping.
No, I'm just saying take it off. If you could just loosen just this area.
And there's
it
no
is-
straps on it. The only straps that we have are these, and they're usually
okay,
underneath.
it is the
here.
most ridiculous. Like, I mean, you
Once
don't.
it's on, the only ones that are taking it off are the ones that usually it comes down to is the
Okay.
jail.
Yeah, it's common practice. Once they break the equipment out, they're not going to just take it off. That equipment has been used, and it's going to continue to be used to its fullest extent because they've already gone through the trouble and effort and work to get that equipment together and used. They're going to freaking use it. They're not going to freaking do that at all. Back to it.
You want us to do a blood pressure check?
No, if she's refusing, no. We'll just put her on the cot. If we can wheel her over to there, that way we don't have to carry her.
So obviously when I arrive on scene, like I wasn't the first here, didn't know everything that's going on.
I understand.
So that's why we kind of try to detain, try to de-escalate. It's why I ask you to like step away because there's yelling from every angle. Okay.
Also, I'm just now noticing Sean Novum with the 10-party raid. Of all the streams for you to raid me on, I wonder why. I'm never going to get used to this, but I am going to financially recover from this situation.
So basically right now, it sounded like your wife was kind of having some issues, so that's why we are being rescued.
Right arm. Don't grab my right arm.
1, 2, 3.
Bicep.
That way it'll help with getting her on.
Always on the error side of caution. We get them medically checked out. Okay.
Okay.
I did not see any visible injuries on her.
Grant, is she in the back of your car?
No, she's in the back. We're going to deal with her in a second. Which will be in here.
And I saw the whole thing. So.
Okay. Like I said, I don't.
I understand.
Sure.
Completely. I understand.
Okay.
You and I are fine.
Okay.
We're good.
So what's probably going to go on tonight is I'll probably, after I just confirm with them, sounds like I'll probably just release you. You're just going to go to the hotel, go to sleep tonight.
Isn't this the first time for everything?
Yep.
I guess.
Right? I don't even
It
know.
would appear the dad is going to get off scot-free. So, shocker. I'm not even going to pull like the man is the only one that's capable of doing this. But no, as you can so plainly see, the most compliant individual got the least in trouble. And the people who escalated the entire thing are the ones that get mugshots at the end of the video. Do you see how compliance is the best thing you can do when you're dealing with cops? It's that freaking simple.
Well, there's one, you can have arguments. What you can't do is you can't cause a disturbance, and you can't be pushing and shoving.
Can't kick an officer either.
That's what you can't be doing.
And then it sounds like possibly your wife is going to be going to jail, and then your daughter's also going to be going to jail. Okay. So that's just the information that I have right now, what I've gathered, and then I'm just going to make sure that they're fine letting you go, okay?
Okay.
So if you wouldn't mind, I'm just going to set you back there.
Okay.
You're just give me a couple minutes.
The daughter?
Because she was extremely physically resistant. She ripped herself away from the squad, or because I think State Patrol is holding on to
After
her.
her mom was trampled to the ground. I got it. No, I understand. You were not here.
Right,
I get
I'm
that.
just trying to explain everything
You and I
I
are
can.
not
Okay.
arguing.
All right.
We got this.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, when you were
Again, general frustration, trying to find a reason not to have his wife be the one at fault, honor bound. I get it. I don't know how much alcohol is running through his system right now, but just the way that he's just feeling so defeated, I think he's like truly embarrassed. Like my wife and my daughter did this. And now I am the one that has to deal with the ramifications of like posting bond, doing all the legal fees. And now once he discovers that this footage has been put onto the internet for over 1 million people to watch repeatedly, I do not envy this man. I pity this man.
Did you see her rip away or no?
But I have, wait, if you come here, wait, can you just...
You're going in the car, ma'am.
Okay, no, you're not even kidding. No, you're
Okay, I've got this.
What's super claustrophobic?
Okay.
I'm super claustrophobic. In cop cars specifically. Whatever car I arrived at the restaurant in, and whatever bathroom stall I probably threw up in, I'm not claustrophobic in those. But oh God, the cop car. It's funny when so many problems happen the moment you get arrested. Can't breathe, gotta pee, I'm suddenly claustrophobic. I'm pregnant. That's that kind of stuff. Why? What is it about cop cars that just suddenly... Why am I even asking?
Okay, just like really bad. Like, it's so funny. I'm super strong and like.
You're gonna have to reach in here and
I
grab.
know.
When we were standing over there, because I don't know if you weren't facing
I did
or
not. I was not facing.
All right, because I was facing and I'm not lying to you.
Okay.
She like completely ripped away, knocked his body camera probably 7-8 feet away from him. So
I'm not sure how she's gonna react. She's pretty resistant. So she was first, and then as I'm dealing with her, both of them walked up from the corner. So I was like, I told them to stay here. She was running away.
all right, so just give me a couple more minutes, and
Sure.
then and you're right here, so it's not like I have to drive you
I
very
know.
far.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not far.
Okay. All right. I'll be right back with you, sir. Okay. Just don't want to hit your knee. So
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
You're doing it. I can't do.
Classic case of respect given is respect earned. This... I mean, I know he's still probably very, very pissed at what he perceived to have seen, but facts are the facts, dude. They would not be having your wife on the ground if she wasn't already resisting. They wouldn't have escalated the situation had she not kicked one of them. And then they wouldn't have put her in the wrap if she had just simply done what you did. Comply. I can only imagine what the daughter's doing right now. Seething. More so than anything else.
Do it. But I'm like, you just
Try to swing her
wait
feet. If anything, we can scoot it back a little bit. Yeah.
Are you
Well,
kidding me right now?
so.
Yeah, just go both DVODC. Yeah. And then further behavioral deobstruction resistance. And then for him, we have to consider aggravated assault or aggravated battery on law enforcement. For fighting with you or for kick Graham sometimes. Like, yeah, battery to an officer. Intentionally.
Yeah.
Spit out.
No, you don't.
Try to spit
You're
outside.
gonna break my f***ing toe. No, you're gonna break my toe.
You guys want to
You're gonna
package
break
her
my
in there?
toe.
However you.
You're gonna break my toe.
You're able to pull
Don't
it back
break
a
my
little more.
toe.
Your toe is not going to get broken, ma'am.
Wait, hold on. Now you're jabbing the shit in my side. Whatever's right there is jabbing in the side.
Lean back a little bit. That's what it's designed for.
Really?
It's designed for you to lean back a little bit so it doesn't
I
restrict
didn't know it was
breathing.
relaxing.
It's not relaxing, but it's made so it doesn't restrict your breathing. So that's what it's made.
I don't find this piece of equipment to be relaxing in the slightest bit. I don't at all. You've got your legs crossed in a very straight and awkward position with your entire torso bent at a 45-degree angle with your hands behind your back. You're not meant to be in a comfortable position over here because this is supposed to be considered one of those learning experiences. You don't want to end up in the wrap again now, do you, ma'am? Let this be a lesson for you, Miss Illinois.
This whole window's down. Yeah, both windows are down.
Yeah. The girl I have, she isn't going crazy.
She is or is not?
She is. But she wants to speak to Uncle, I guess, on his mediator. With everything going on. I don't want that at all, or? Okay.
She's going to jail anyways, so if she's resistant, we'll put her in the wrap for the county.
Perfect.
And then we'll go from there, so.
Easy enough. All right, thank you.
Just really slowly. All right. There you go.
If you can't get it on, just.
She appears like, you're killing me. Oh my god, don't. No.
It's a seatbelt.
It's a seatbelt, ma'am.
It's just so you don't fall out.
I understand, but you don't know it. No, don't put it across my neck.
You don't want to
Take it
wear the
off right now.
seatbelt?
No, I don't want the seatbelt. No, take it off. You sweet. Okay.
That's a lot of De Pere money spent on a silly
Okay. All right. Well, you have a better night, ma'am. Okay.
Well, here's the thing, ma'am. The money wouldn't have been spent on the situation if you didn't cause it in the first place. Is fish on right now? April Fools! I forgot to put it on. Plus, I don't know if it's not even visible in the React scene anyway, so... Again, this is why I keep fish to channel points. I don't really think it's necessary at this point right now to turn it on, so we're just going to pretend that this was the entire point.
You know what? Bless you.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Bless you.
Okay, here's your ID.
I don't feel like that was genuine.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm just gonna ask you to just walk to the hotel.
Okay.
Okay.
But procedure for getting them at this point.
So Brown County Jail, just contact their non-emergency number, and then you can ask them as far as, we'll go this way, and then they'll let you know, or they'll contact you, because they have your number. You gave me your number. I'll make sure they have that at the jail, so then they can contact you, okay?
Okay.
All right, so otherwise the Brown County Jail is who you call, but
Okay.
they're going to get a phone call, they'll call, because they'll probably be able to be released, okay?
Okay.
So probably need a sober party to go get them, though, okay?
Is she pretty cooperative with you?
Yeah, with me, she's cool. She doesn't want to see anyone. No, not at all.
I don't think she's gonna be cooperative. She's staring daggers at everybody she can come across. So, there's that.
She just wants an explanation to why she's under arrest. Okay. So I told her that once everything comes down,
I feel as though any explanation that you're going to give her isn't going to work. The most logical, reasonable, legal justification for why she's in the back of a cop car is not going to do it for him. Calling it a hunch. Calling it a hunch.
we'll let her know. So it's up to you if you want to let her know.
Yeah, I'll talk to her.
Any other
Time frame?
questions?
Like,
It's usually probably an hour-ish.
okay.
So, all right?
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay, all right. I appreciate it. All right, thank you. And then I just would appreciate if you just go to the hotel, because while we're dealing with this other stuff going on right now.
What other stuff's going on right now? Just my stuff?
No, yeah, we have other investigation stuff going on right now, so I appreciate it. Thank you. All right?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Sergeant Magno, how are you? Okay, the reason why this is all is apparently my officer saw you and your mom pushing each other outside the bar. It didn't sound like it was anything major. But at the end of the day, when my officer tries to stop you guys to make sure everything's okay, and it sounds like people are walking away, resisting.
Never leave the
And I
scene.
understand if mom wants to act the way she does, that's where you have to be accountable for your actions
I
too.
just didn't like that.
I know. It's not easy. The reason why we do that is because we want to make sure she doesn't hurt herself, number one, and number two, anybody else that comes in contact. And that the way that you were acting, that's why you're in handcuffs. Okay?
I just.
Sarge, they'll bond them out if there's no felonies. Her boyfriend.
Yeah, there's no battery to law enforcement. That's a felony. Yeah, so that's
both?
no,
Okay,
just
so
mom, just mom.
Okay, so mom can't be bonded out, daughter can.
Yeah. DC, DVO, and then resisting. So 150.
I guess they aren't going to get her for battery on LEO because of the shoulder check. I guess that's just one of those spur of the moment, officer in the wrong place at the wrong time, just a general anger-induced flail that happened. If I had to hazard a guess. Hang on just one moment. Because I want to do a funny here. Because I can. I see you, Eggman. And you did not expect to see this today, now did you? You did not expect to see this today, now did you? If you would like to direct your attention to the bottom right-hand corner of your respective PC and inform me of what date it is today, all your questions will be answered. But back to it.
For DC existing, I think is like 250 or something like that. So yeah. So that's the reason why you're in custody.
I understand. I guess.
And then when we show up, there's lots of us. We're not trying to be assholes or anything, but then when we're asking you to step back, then all of a sudden you grab onto that pole and you're yelling and fighting with
the pole dance maneuver.
Well, we still have to control the situation, okay? So you're going to go with the state trooper here. You're going to go to jail for DC disorderly conduct and resisting obstructing, okay? Any questions for me?
I mean, what was... I guess I just don't understand.
No, that's just the alcohol.
I just explained it to you. When we're trying to control a situation and it sounds like you're actively fighting and actively trying to prevent, and then when we try to separate you guys, and then all of a sudden you start fighting with the law enforcement, that is why certain things happen the way they did. So. Sure. Right there. All right, you're good to go. Cool. We'll have it. We'll have everything sent down for you, so they should be good. I don't think you'll have any issues with the transport. So if you do, pull over, let us know. I'll send out one of our guys to back you up. He's transporting. He'll go. So if somebody can get the booking form for her, we'll be good.
Do you want to enforce the 72-hour no contact with your daughter?
I love her right now, tomorrow, today. No.
She does not want the 72-hour no contact enforced. We got another one too, her daughter. So.
I'll do the thing where you slam everything into like your little safety compartment. Just like clunk, 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 clunk. They do this all the time. I want to see them just put all their keys, equipments, guns into this safety compartment when they're at the police station. Come on, do it. Please do it.
I have one. We have two in wraps. Unless they took her out of a wrap, but we wrapped her on.
Well, the daughter's was never put into a wrap, so.
I don't know who has her. State maybe. This is the mom or the daughter? This is the mom.
They're not gonna do the equipment chunk.
Oh my God. Just give me for a second. Just don't grab it on top of my bicycle.
And let's see the damage.
As a result, the mother was charged with felony battery threat to an officer, along with misdemeanor counts of disorderly conduct and resisting obstructing an officer. The daughter also faced misdemeanor charges of disorderly conduct and resisting obstructing an officer. Both were released within a day on a $10,000 signature bond and a $450 cash bond, with conditions requiring absolute sobriety and prohibiting contact with taverns or liquor stores. Months later, the mother was found guilty due to a no contest plea to both misdemeanor charges, while her daughter was only found guilty of resisting obstructing an officer. All remaining charges were dismissed but read in. Ultimately, the mother was sentenced to a fine and/or 10 days in jail and must write an apology letter to an officer. Her daughter received a 12-month deferred judgment agreement, meaning if she meets the specified conditions for a year, she won't be officially convicted and the misdemeanor charge could be dismissed. Want a deeper look into the channel?
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, the felony battery LEO probably shouldn't have been dropped. That was an intentional double kick that she did to the officer. But I guess they're being very kind. But notice how the dad didn't even get mentioned. So there is that. He gets off scot-free because he complied. That's what we always say here, guys. If you comply, you won't be denied your rights, essentially. I've also got to make sure that I keep this over on to the second, just so that I make sure what's going on over here. The Twitch side of things got a little bit quiet, so I was concerned with, like, did something just get struck here? And, I feel like I need to switch over and see if the thing will do the thing. I don't think it will because the alert system is not on for the the React side of things. Things got very choppy all of a sudden on my end, but either way. Eggman with the 5 tier 1 gifted to the community. Thanks, dude. You're way too freaking kind with these all the freaking time. And I'll say it once and I'll say it again. I don't freaking deserve it. But here we are. Here we freaking are. All right. Let's switch back on over. Cause
you just got coconut mold.
Phoenix took a dive and I cut him off at the pass. Damn, the timing on that. Save your notifications. Save your channel points. They're not really going to get used tonight at the very least. Let's at least switch things back over. So, at the very least, we had at least like 1/3 of a good ending. With like essentially the dad not getting in trouble because, again, compliancy is the best thing that you can do in this situation. But now we get to go to another banger, which is only 12 minutes long. How a teen's Dairy Queen order ended in total disaster. Was the blizzard worth it, my guy? Let's see.
In June 2024, a Dairy Queen in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, was notified of an online food order exceeding $200. Shortly after,
hold the phone up right there.
Notified of an online food order exceeding $200.
How the hell do you spend almost $250 at freaking Dairy Queen? I don't understand. I can understand what I could get if you were like, it's a party and stuff. I can understand if like you got a group and some guy's fitting the bill and everything. Like you're like Little League is just hot off of a win and the coach is treating them to blizzards and stuff for an amazing round. Even then, if you're like in an economic sense, you would just go for like a little cup of soft serve ice cream. How the do you spend $234.79 at a freaking Dairy Queen? Unless you're up to some nefarious shit. And given the fact that what kind of video we're watching here, I'm going to lean into the whole idea that they're up to some nefarious shit. So let's see how this spirals out of control.
Shortly after, a woman called the store to report fraudulent use of her credit card after receiving a bank alert about an unauthorized transaction at Dairy Queen.
Okay, we have the reason. Still does not excuse the $200+ DQ bill. Doesn't excuse that. Fraud or not, why the are you spending $200 at a Dairy Queen?
Moments after the phone call, 3 individuals entered the Dairy Queen. One of them, later identified as 17-year-old
winner chicken dinner
Shamar, was wearing a mask and presented his phone displaying the online order. However, the store refused to hand over the food, choosing to wait for the police to arrive.
As they probably should. You see how weird a $200+ freaking Dairy Queen order would warrant some suspicion? And then the guy who supposedly ordered the $200+ order comes in wearing a mask? I would be very skeptical about that. And I actually have a point of, like, connection to this. Because we're going to get into, like, story time territory here, so bear with me on this. I have reason to understand why this would immediately be sending so many red flags, and that's not because of the $200 at Dairy Queen. So, way back yonder, like, I want to say, how long ago was it? I was still in the orange room. Don't know if I had migrated to the basement yet when it came to reactions and stuff. But I used to work at a gas station. I was one of the cashiers, clerks. I was training to become assistant manager at one of the stores. And one guy comes in, and he's wanting some lottery scratchers. And so he asks me, like, what number the most expensive game is on right now. And so I tell him, and just to let anyone else know with scratcher tickets, the play here is, or the best way to play scratchers specifically, and this is something that I picked up, insider knowledge, take this to the bank with you and do with it as you see fit. The newer games have much more frequent payouts because they want you to get hooked on them. So you find the newest game, play a few tickets for like a week or so, and then don't. And wait for the next new game to start, and then dogpile that one. Either way, when it comes to this guy, he's looking at the most expensive ticket, which has a possible $3 million grand prize jackpot payout. Each ticket costs $50. So it's like, okay, he's probably wondering how new the game is, how many tickets are left in the book that's current. The superstitions and everything makes complete sense. So I tell him, it's like, oh, it's on ticket 16 out of like 25. I don't remember how many tickets were in that book specific, but it's just hypothetical. He follows that up with the next question, which immediately sends up a red flag to me. And that is, how many books do you have left of that game? Never was asked that question before. So I tell him, again, complete hypotheticals and everything. It's like, we have 13 books of this game left. And he looks at me with a straight face, incredibly serious. I will take all of them. Come again, sir. His charge would have reached over $1,000 in one purchase. There were so many red flags going off on me with this. Because then at the same time, he wanted to pay with a card. And again, everything in my head is screaming, this does not sit right. This is suspicious as hell. This guy is about to dish out 4 figures at a gas station on gambling. So I call up my manager, who's not at the store right now, and explain the situation to her. And thankfully for me, per se, she gave me the green light. So now I'm no longer liable. I don't have to deal with that anymore. So I pulled out the 13 books, as well as the remainder that's in the slot already. I ring them all up. He pays for them. The card goes through. He walks out of the store, and I like to think he lost money on that incursion just because it makes the most sense. If you're thinking that just buying all the books is going to net you $3 million, people would have been doing that so frequently. Because yes, it's one hell of a conversion rate to spend like $1,000+ and then make $3 million in the process. That makes, like, the conversion rate makes so much sense. But there's the reason why that prize is so large. Because it's nearly impossible to get. So either or, back to this though, I understand exactly where the DQ people are like, yeah, this doesn't sit right. I'm gonna wait for the cops to show up and make a video out of this. If I was in their shoes, yes, this is exactly what I would be thinking. So let's see how this spirals out of control.
Shamar and the other two individuals returned to their vehicle, unaware that police were nearby observing them as Dairy Queen employees exited the store and pointed toward their car.
That guy!
The officer trailed them for a short distance before deciding to initiate a traffic stop.
Now, how does this escalate? Because if the thumbnail is anything to go off of, one of them, probably Shamar, what kind of name is that anyway? I just had a not so appropriate thought cross my head with that. Get it out of your head, Viger. Get it out of your head, Viger. Get it out of your head, Viger. But let's see him run. Because if the thumbnail is anything to go off of, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to freaking run. I'm not going to say it, Eggman. If I do, I'm probably going to get banned. I know my limits, and I know when to not let the intrusive thoughts get into my head. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. I'm not even going to give anybody a hint as to what I was thinking about. These thoughts are private to me. They are entitled to this man wearing the PNG to himself. Got it? Good. Now we're going to watch this fraudulent DQ customer try and bail. And it's not going to end pretty for them. Will the taser get involved? Possibly. Maybe. Hopefully. Because it would be funny.
6500 block of Meineke.
Okay.
However, as Chamar's vehicle came to a halt, one of the passengers suddenly exited and ran for his life.
Yep.
Driver, put the vehicle in park. Stay in the vehicle.
I gotta go!
One running. Eastbound, I'm with the car. Southbound, 6-5 from Meineke. Black.
So now, this is what we in the business like to call escalation. Now the guns are going to come out, and we're all going to be like, get your hands up, get on the ground, don't do anything more stupid than what your friend already did. I'm not going into it any further, Subspace. I know your curiosity has been piqued, but this is where we exert a level of restraint. And we're just going to continue moving on with the rest of our lives. I know you need it. You need the bad thoughts in your head. I know you do. I'm not giving it to you. No matter how many gifted subs you give me, I'm not going to concede on that. So do not even freaking bother with it. I'm not going to. I'm serious. I'm not going to. I mean, look me in the freaking eyes and understand that I am not going to capitulate in any way, shape, or form. You got that? You got that, guys. I'll let you figure this out. I will let all of you try and figure out exactly what sort of evil thought I had in my head. Emphasis on had, because I've moved the frick along. And we're going to actually continue on, moving on. So is anyone else going to make a stupid decision right now, is the question.
Driver, open the window now!
While ordering the driver to exit, he noticed the brake lights activate before the car suddenly fled the track.
There it is! We're escalating even further. Too for the price of one.
Vehicle just took off. Vehicle just took
One
off.
video with 2 very bad decisions made.
Northbound 65 from Meineke.
Need I remind you over a Dairy Queen order exceeding $200?
Through north, or through right northbound.
How much you gonna bet they're gonna wreck?
No traffic.
They're in a very narrow street.
Coming up the center right now.
As Chamar and the 12-year-old female passenger drove through an intersection.
Okay, hold up. Say that again, Code Blue Cam announcer.
Coming up the center right now.
As Chamar and the 12-year-old female.
God damn it. Now you got a child involved. You've just escalated things. Because here's the thing. 12 years old. Still considered a child in the eyes of the law. Congratulations, Shamar. Now you've got child endangerment charges coming your way. Great job, my guy. Great freaking job. For a $200 Dairy Queen order. Was the blizzard worth it, my guy? Was it freaking worth it? Oh, it's Jover for this guy. It's so Jover.
Male passenger drove through an intersection. They crashed into.
I knew it! I freaking knew it! They would do it! It was a narrow street. There's cars everywhere. They're going to crash. Now there's a child involved in this. Freaking. Ah! Chamar. Why the did you do this? I say it again, was the blizzard worth it at this point, my guy? Was that Dairy Queen double cheeseburger worth it? Was the barbecue glazed chicken strip basket with fries worth it, my guy? Spoiler alert. No! No. Well, how catastrophic is this crash going to be? Is he just going to, like, run into a stationary car? Or is he going to get T-boned, is the question. Or is it going to be something else entirely different? How bad is this crash going to be?
Vehicle.
Okay. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Crashed into.
Let's take it frame by frame on this one. So there's a blue car that comes in from that intersection. I can't tell if this is a four-way stop. I can see a stop sign coming towards us, so that it could imply that it is a two-way stop. But it would appear that this guy just clips this blue car's right bumper. And this. So yeah, I'm going to do it frame by frame here. See, he tried to stop, couldn't in time, and basically knocks this car into its rear bumper. You can see the rear bumper fly off of the blue car. And then the blue car spins out. So that's our crash. Okay. Whew! We dodged a bullet there, ladies and gentlemen. We dodged a bullet. But still, a crash is a crash. And the 12-year-old is still a 12-year-old in the car. Last I checked.
Through an intersection, they crashed into another vehicle.
Crash 65 in center.
Oh, now it's a hit and run. Now it's a hit and run.
Whoever's chasing has come in.
While the officer stopped to render aid, another pursued Chamar as he continued driving recklessly through the city. However, the officer eventually lost sight of him and terminated the pursuit.
Damn. Well, it's going to be, I'm going to say, it's probably going to be pretty easy to find him. Look for the black SUV with the damaged front bumper that smells of French fries.
Assisting unit responded to the area. He happened to encounter Chamar's
There it is.
vehicle.
4960 Lloyd.
There he is. Got him.
49, I have it. He's on Lloyd. I'm going to be going northbound on 59. Technically a one-way, no other traffic.
Technically a one-way. Great.
Speeds are about 50.
In a residential.
I'm up to Garfield. And Adam William John, 8546, still northbound on 59, coming up the north.
That 12-year-old better be screaming their face off after all this.
North from 59, I'm right on it.
Because I would be freaking terrified if I was in that kid's position.
Eastbound on north, coming up to 55. Passing in oncoming green. Speed about 45.
In probably like a 20 to 30 mile an hour zone.
Still eastbound, coming up to 51, slowing.
It's a 20. I just saw a 20 on the side of the road.
Still through the road. Still eastbound on north from 51, speeds about 45. Medium traffic. Eastbound north from 49.
Yeah, I'm just double checking things as well. I can't really tell the time. I mean, I can tell the day, but I can't really tell the time on this. Because yeah, 21:34. That does not look like it would be 9 o'clock. That does not look like 9 o'clock p.m. I'm going to shoot for that this is actually, it's not in military time for once in our lives. That it's just T2 and it's 1:34 in the afternoon. Is the 12-year-old a hostage in this situation or a passenger? In this situation, I would shoot for both. I would shoot for both at this point. You have a reasonable case to say that, yes, that child is now considered a hostage. Could have, told the kid, get out of the car. Like, Chamar could be like, kid, get out of the car. I'm not dealing with this. I've got to run. This DQ order is mine.
Through the red, eastbound at Lisbon.
So many traffic infractions. And he's already done a hit and run. Child endangerment. Credit card fraud. Resisting arrest. Fleeing an officer. Reckless driving. Reckless endangerment. Probably hostage / kidnapping. For a $200 Dairy Queen order.
Tulsa 249 pursuit, Black Dodge Journey, northbound Grant from Heineke. Speed's about 35.
Almost hit that car too.
Westbound on Heineke from Sherman, speeds are about 50.
Public endangerment could possibly be another charge. This guy's racking them up.
Went through the stop sign at about 4-7.
He soon failed to navigate a turn and crashed into a light pole, after which both occupants fled on foot.
Still continuing westbound on Meineke, coming back up to about 5-8.
Kung! There it is.
Crash 5-8 and Meineke.
Yep, they're both in on it. Screw the kid. Screw the kid. He's just as guilty. Get them both! Tase them both. Make them learn.
Wait, westbound. Into pursuit. Full pursuit. Westbound. Westbound. I'm a fucking patient. I'm a fucking patient.
Kids running with a bad crowd.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
While one officer captured the passenger, the other pursued Shamar until a fence defied the law of gravity.
Play with him. Roll over. Roll over. Do it. Give me your back. On the ground. On the ground. On the ground.
On the ground, buddy!
Shut up. Shut up.
What did he say? I'm 12 years old. Did he yell out, I'm 12 years old?
On the ground. No, I'm 12. I don't care how old you are. Shut up. Shut up.
Okay, that was the 12-year-old that screamed that. Okay. You're not getting any sympathy points here, kid. You're getting a couple of felonies.
Behind 2419 in the alleyway off Meineke.
29-2 in custody. I'll grab it. No, you don't know where it's at. Yeah, I'll grab it. Relax.
Right here, around the corner, around the corner.
Ah! I saw that, Shamar. Don't think I didn't notice. My eagle eyes.
Around the corner.
I'll move the, I think I'm over this area. Now what is it that we have here? Ladies and germs. Trying to finagle some screenage here. Give me a sec, everyone. What is it that we have here? This would appear to be drugs. If I was to assume, because of the small little individual wrappings, I would assume maybe some of the devil's dandruff. Maybe a little bit of math with a different vowel. One of the two. One of the frickin' two. God, Chamar. Again, was the Dairy Queen order worth it? Was it frickin' worth it, my guy? I can tell you for starters, it was not worth the $200 at Dairy Queen. God! Ah!
Could you grab my teeth? Could you grab my teeth?
What the f...
Hold on. No, this is it. No, yep.
I'm not gonna go into that. I'm not gonna go into that frickin' nightmare scenario of some guy asking an officer, "Did you grab my teeth?" You got like frickin' dentures in your pocket, my guy? Or is that the crack that made you need the extra teeth that fell out of your face? Something tells me that. I also find it incredibly ironic that in typical criminal fashion, they do not believe in belts, so their pants are falling down, and the brand of underwear that they decided to go with today, Dickies. You can't frickin' write this shit. You can't frickin' write it. $200 worth of Dairy Queen. Might I add, this is what started it all. I always love the kind of criminal cases where somebody gets a whole heaping helping of trouble just dropped straight into their lap because of something so simple and so easily avoidable. Like, if you watch any sort of, like, live PD cams or whatever on, like, A&E or whatever channel it's on nowadays. There's so many people that get arrested because they were found with drugs in their possession, and the cop initially pulled them over for like an expired tag or like a broken taillight, and then things escalate to this situation. Here it's a $200 Dairy Queen order that led to crack with a 12-year-old and a hit and run. If you just didn't do it, we wouldn't be here. But I'm kind of glad you did, because now we have something to point and laugh at. And yes, Dalton, he did say teeth. I will back it up for you just to prove a point. Because luckily, Code Blue Cam's good at giving us accurate subtitles.
Could you grab my teeth? Could you grab my teeth?
Yep, it's right there.
Could you grab? Hold on. No, this is it. Yep.
Negative, I only saw 2 bail. Are you okay? You injured at all?
No.
You're not injured?
No.
I'm gonna roll you over, okay? You got anything on you, boss? You don't have anything on you? Okay. You're not injured at all, okay? Okay, I'm gonna sit you up.
I wonder if the taser actually hit. I don't think it did. Oh, that's what it is. It's a grill. This man lives in a lap of luxury. He puts rocks in his face and spends $200 of somebody else's money at his own Dairy Queen. He's living the high life, everybody. He's living the high life.
Okay. We're gonna make sure it goes with you.
Was this 49, right?
Yeah, 2419, 49. All right, you good? Can you stand up? All right, let's change you up, boss.
And I don't know if any of my international fans who are here are aware of things. There is the possibility that this 12-year-old can be tried as an adult and do actual jail time. Oh yeah, the 12-year-old's getting arrested too. Ran, did not listen to an officer, more than likely participated in the credit card fraud. They're probably not going to be able to get him on the hit and run because he wasn't driving. But there's a lot of guilty by proxy sort of charges that could be given to this kid. If I had to hazard a guess, this could be one of those moments. Charge him as an adult so they learn very quickly. Scare them straight.
That's mine.
While searching Chamar, officers found a driver's license and credit card belonging to another individual, which was later confirmed to be stolen.
Well, gee, I wonder why it's in his possession. Couldn't just be that he's holding it for somebody.
That's why I grabbed his stuff.
Oh, boy.
You're not injured at all, are you? Okay.
You guys got a path?
Huh?
Where's this path? Right here?
No, you came from the alley. I got him right here.
63, we're going to walk them southbound out to Meineke.
Right over here, right around here.
We'll take them with the car.
Bro could have probably jumped the, Hold on. Bro probably could have jumped the fence if he hadn't been to Dairy Queen previously. Numerous times. That's a fat joke.
Oh, yeah.
Easily catch up to that guy.
I'm really sorry about that, man. Thanks. It was locked though. I remember the lock. Oh yeah, they're burning right now. He's right here. Walking back with him. You guys, while the dog up the ground, I started gonna shoot me. That's why I pulled off.
Well, again, kid, the gun was only drawn because one of your dipshit friends thought it was a smart idea to run. So now the cop has every reason to believe that you have something to hide. What that something is could have literally been anything. So the cop has every reason to draw his gun and order you out of the car. If you had gotten out of the car, had gotten on the ground, and listened to the officer, you would not have picked up the much more numerous, much more serious charges that are now heading your way. Such as endangering a child, hit and run, numerous traffic violations. There were so many stop signs ran and running on the opposite end of the road. Criminal mischief, damage to public property because he crashed into a light pole, fleeing, eluding an officer. He was going to get the drug possession one way or another because they would have found it on his person. If not at the scene, then most certainly at the jail. But yeah, I'm not buying that for a single dollar, my guy.
When you first pull out someone else, you don't just pull the run out.
Yes, they do.
You don't just pull up how you ever up the gun.
They do, and they will. If you give them a reason to, kid. And you gave them every reason to.
Okay.
I don't got no weapons, I've just got drugs.
The car you're stolen, that's why. That car's not stolen. Okay. No, yep, you'll check. That's my mom's car. Okay, sounds good.
So that is, so it's still stolen. Because it's still not your freaking car. So you crashed your mom's car into a light pole after you ran from the cops with drugs on your possession and a 12-year-old child in the passenger seat after you tried to commit credit card fraud with a credit card that you stole from somebody to buy $200 of Dairy Queen. Am I getting this right, Chamar? Am I getting this right, Chamar? Pull your freaking pants up, kid.
Yeah, I got one of them. Spread your feet.
I'm surprised that when you were running, that's not what you tripped over. Should almost be like standard criminal 101. Wear a belt so that your pants don't inevitably become shackles before you get actual shackles.
Can you unlock my car for me? Did y'all grab my shoes? There go one.
I don't care about your freaking shoes, kid.
I'll grab them. Did you put it on my feet? Could I get that one on my feet?
No.
1 second.
I would just deny him everything at this point.
Is that all his stuff?
Yeah, this is back there minus the shoe, whatever he's talking about.
No, he lost in the yards.
Right here.
Perfect. Thank you.
Evidence. All of this for Dairy Queen.
Huh? I'm trying. I'm gonna go find his phone and okay, in the contact.
Let's see the damage.
In the end, Jamar was charged with felony counts of operator fleeing, eluding an officer, causing bodily harm, first-degree recklessly endangering safety, ×2, second-degree recklessly endangering safety, misdemeanor hit and run, and he was eventually released on a $10,000 cash bond. 6 months later, Chamar was found guilty of 3 felony counts. The remaining charges were dismissed, but read in. The 12-year-old female passenger was charged with fraudulent use of a credit.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was a boy.
Card, party to a crime, and resisting obstructing an officer. As for the unidentified passenger who fled first from the traffic stop, they were never located or identified.
Damn.
Ultimately, Chamar was sentenced to 2 years in the Wisconsin State Prison, followed by 2 years of extended supervision. Want a deeper look into the channel?
Bro got away with it. But probably not for long. Because after that 2 years, Chamar's probably going to have some choice words for him. Bro, you should have stayed in the car. Now I got 2 years in the slammer. It's how it be sometimes, my guy. And again, correct, Dead Sled. All for freaking Dairy Queen. All for freaking Dairy Queen. What the goddamn hell? And also I'm seeing it in here again. Another 5 gifted tier 1 subs from Dr. Eggman. 2333. Yes, it took me a while to notice. I was absorbed in the sauce. I was lost in the sauce. He fled the country like everyone else is doing right now. They say that. They say a lot of things. But then they actually don't go through with it. Because traveling is expensive. Just food for thought there. Food for freaking thought. Alright, I'm still geared to go, and it's only like 10 o'clock here. And meanwhile, I'm going to get myself... I'm actually going to make up some poggers myself, so I'm going to... Like, the rig is going to break itself real quick as I move out of camera range, so give it a moment. It's going to do its thing. I will be right back, but you will probably still be able to hear me. You will probably still be able to hear me as I'm doing this stuff, so just bear with me on this, guys. I'm getting thirsty, and I have a brand to promote as well. If anyone on Twitch specifically types in !poggers, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. Subspace will set you straight as well. This stuff is good. In case anyone is also wondering, I am currently enjoying the Rocket Pop hydration flavor. But boy howdy is the water trickling out very slowly in the dispenser over here. But at least I know it's gonna be cold. There we go. Not as much water, but then that just means it's gonna be a stronger flavor. And then the second I'm gonna step into view, the rig is gonna snap back into position. Ugh. There we go. There we freaking go. Alrighty. What's the next one we want to take a look at here? I need to shake this up real quick. You've made poor life choices. Dairy Queen's not bad. It just doesn't justify a $200 charge that escalates into this. There we go. You just don't deserve that sort of thing. So which one do we want to do now? I think we just continue on where we left off. It's going to be 25 minutes. Roughly about as long as the first one that we did. But I'm looking at that last one there with 2.7 million views. And that's nearly 40 minutes long. Can we do the Walmart one? That's got my interest. Yeah, sure. Let's do that one. And then we'll cap it off for the stream there.
In December 2023, the day just after Christmas, first responders figured it was just another day at work until they were about to be dispatched to a massive building fire in Sparta, Wisconsin. A female had made a trip to Walmart with a simple task in mind: to pick up oatmeal and mayonnaise. After quickly finding the item she needed, she decided to take a detour through the aisles, casually browsing items that caught her attention. She soon found herself drawn toward the craft and fabric section, an area she often frequented for art supplies and materials. While browsing some art folders, she reached into her pocket to call her mom. Instead of finding her phone, she felt a lighter, and in a moment of impulse, took it out and lit an artificial plant nearby. Not realizing how quickly the fire would spread, she panicked and hurried out of the area without telling anyone what had happened.
When you let the intrusive thoughts win. This is a classic example of that. I don't... Why are you carrying a lighter? She probably smokes. So she's already making a bad choice in life. But why the... Why? Why? Why do you just freaking... Why? Look where you are, ma'am. Look what day it is. Look what you're freaking doing. I don't understand. I can understand you're fishing around your wallet trying to look for something and you pull a lighter out. I was like, oh, that's not what I was looking for. You don't then light a freaking fake plant and then burn the whole Walmart down in the process. Why in the shit are you doing this? Why? Why? Literally, let the intrusive thoughts win. Textbook freaking example. And the fact that she did it in the arts and crafts section of Walmart. You know how much flammable stuff is there? There is so much like paint chemicals, wood products, cloth products. There is so much flammable stuff in that one little location. It's a freaking tinderbox ready to go off. Bro, never let the intrusive thoughts win. Never.
During the store's evacuation, she took out her phone and quickly recorded the fire burning in the craft aisle, yelling for people to leave.
What the?
I did this! This is all me! I did this! Now I want everybody to know that they need to get the F out of Walmart because I just set that bitch on fire. I don't know if that's her accent, but it fits the situation. God! Bro! Bro, what drugs are you on? What are you doing? Nah, I felt like sticking around and seeing how this plans out. I actually wanted to just jump right in there. It looks like fun. Bro.
What began as a quick errand for oatmeal and mayonnaise soon turned into a $7.6 million disaster.
God! $7 million worth of intrusive thoughts. And all you wanted was friggin' oatmeal and mayonnaise, which is such a weird combination to go for. It's the day after Christmas as well. It's the 26th of December. We're just off of Christmas. Everyone's in Walmart for like the after Christmas sales or returns and stuff. So it's busier than usual. Now you get to deal with this. I understand why this has 2.7 million views now. I understand why this is an all-time classic now. They better find this girl. God.
Get over.
Upon arriving, the officer observed several people evacuating the building and quickly retrieved his fire extinguisher.
I don't think this is going to help you, my guy, but at least it will temper it a bit. It's something. I'll give him that. It's something.
Get everybody out. Montreal, we got heavy smoke.
Yeah, you don't know if there's somebody trapped over there. You don't know.
During the quick sweep of the store, they noticed thick smoke pouring from an area near the center of the building, making the fire's location seem suspicious.
Let's just go. I'm more worried about people. Are they out? I don't know.
All those clothes. All of those clothes are now damaged. They've got smoke damage all over them and will need to be either cleaned or just pitched. Again, $7 million, $7 million plus dollars worth of damage. Just because you let the intrusive thoughts win. What the shit?
Rocking the sprinklers here. Yep.
So there's water damage, smoke damage.
Jesus.
She's outside. Sorry,
You're all right. Let's just sweep and make sure everybody's out. Yep. Is everybody out? I think everybody, yeah. Okay, you get out. Just get out. Yes, sir. Just let it go. Yeah. I'll grab this section. I'm gonna go down and I'll go that way. Yeah. All right.
45-17, can you copy?
Make sure everybody's out. 48, go ahead. I'm helping them sleep here.
Yeah, I'm in here with you. I got grocery cleared except for the far west aisle.
I cleared the back. I told everybody to get out.
Yeah. Where the f is it?
It's in the craft section, but 30, are you 10 too?
He needs to get out of there. That boy loves running in the
He
smoke.
took that. He went in that way. I think as long as we got everybody out.
I think everyone's out.
Ethan! Ethan! Ethan!
There's some sort of a sprinkler.
Yeah, sprinklers are going.
Oh.
Hear it.
Yeah. Oh, there's water.
Yeah, you can see the water coming in.
Badger buddy!
What was that?
Is everybody in the back room?
I went through the back. Everybody was going out back.
You should head outside.
Okay.
Oh, it's nice down here.
I went through the back. There was some guys, and I was telling everybody's out. So I was yelling.
I don't know where Ethan is, but
Ethan was just on the radio. He was all right.
we should not be in that thick shit anymore.
Yeah, all that wood and plastic that's burning over there, that's just not good. You don't want to be inhaling that for a while. You don't want to. So yeah, you don't want to do that.
We might as well get
front and double check that side.
Get everybody away from the front too, because they're going to be coming in hot.
Check the restrooms.
Dumb kid did this.
Nope, some dumb bitch did it.
I told you.
You're not sweet.
Okay.
Come on. I wish we locked up the pharmacy.
You gotta love it when the cops have fun too, in moments of crisis. And I want to backtrack just a little bit. And you're just like one thumbs up away from. You're just like one thumbs up away from just being like, I'm about to start some shit. So both smoke and water damage on possibly thousands of things. The damages have already been confirmed to be well over $7 million worth of damage, placed solely on this person's lap. Because she just wanted to get oatmeal and mayo and walked into the craft section out of curiosity, accidentally pulled out a lighter when she was pulling out literally anything else, and quite literally let the intrusive thoughts win. It's literally what happened.
I told you, Sarge. I told you. Don't. I told you.
Do not speak. Come on. Oh, let's lock up the pharmacy.
Yeah. It's going. It's got to be going in there. Look at that.
Yeah.
Got y'all up here. Oh yeah, it's rolling somewhere down here.
Yep. Gotta should get some doors like wedged open.
The hell's the difference?
See, it's a fake plant that was set on fire.
Exit badger. Don't even think about it.
So it's all that plastic that's just going up.
Doors wedged open.
All that cloth and wood and everything. That's a chemical mix nobody wants to be dealing with.
System would be.
That stuff will get worse. Just get all this stuff out of the way for these fire guys here.
Oh yeah, it is getting warm down here.
Oh yeah. They got everybody away from the front when they come streaming in.
No, that's what he was telling Ethan to do. This ain't good, boss. This ain't good.
This ain't good, boss.
Okay.
This ain't good.
Too much searching done.
No, it's getting worse in there. It's going. Oh, it's cleaning out the drain.
You want to take yours, Ethan, and block off that driveway? Never mind. You can leave.
People need to leave, but I can stop them from coming in.
Yeah, block one lane off. You guys have the slightest clue what started it? We'll probably want to pull footage to make sure there weren't some kids are doing something stupid in there, I guess.
I mean, we definitely will. We know where it busted the most was like right where we have artificial floral. It's really combustible.
Yeah, my fear is
I already know where it is.
Did something stupid, kind of worst case. But
No.
Yeah, I mean, impossible. Right.
That's all you got. That's it.
It's a grown-ass adult.
Need help dragging anything anywhere?
Where's the hydrant?
Everybody's helping the way that they can.
Bring it right there. Bring it there.
Let's keep an eye in the background if we can see Little Miss Flammable in the back somewhere. There we go. Got to get everything together.
It's getting warm in here.
It's getting warm in there. And keep in mind, this is in Wisconsin during December, so it should be like really cold outside. There is that.
There's no injuries out here, so we're good. Okay.
During the fire, 78 employees and 165 customers were inside, but thankfully, no one was injured.
Good.
However, in different situations, others may not be as fortunate when they unexpectedly become victims.
That's where Morgan & Morgan
Seriously
comes in.
Injured in an accident, medical bills piling up, insurance companies often give you the runaround. It's a nightmare scenario too many face. Fighting insurers alone can be frustrating. Lowball offers, endless paperwork, and delays. You deserve better. That's where today's sponsor, Morgan & Morgan, comes in. As America's largest personal injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan has over
I'll
100
let it
offices
play.
and
They
1,000
deserve it.
dedicated lawyers, all working to make sure you get the compensation you deserve if you become their client. With over $20 billion
Haven't had
covered,
one of the Morgan Morgan ads pop up in these videos yet, so I'll let them have it at least once.
Malpractice and defective products, their attorneys are ready to fight for you if you become their client. What sets Morgan & Morgan apart? You can submit your claim in just 8
You can submit your claim to Morgan & Morgan & Morgan & Morgan & Morgan & Morgan. We've got so many Morgans over here. It's crazy. Somebody help us.
It's that simple.
It's a problem.
You can just head over to www.forthepeople.com/code bluecam, found in the description, or by scanning the QR code on your screen from your phone's camera. You can
Well, I don't know if they can scan that one here because there's currently chat
no
blocking
hassle,
it.
No stress.
Sorry.
Yeah, this sucks. Just do back up, do yup.
They're gonna yeah, move those columns. They're blocking the way of actually being able to open the hydrant.
Alright, we're good. Yep. This John, store manager?
Yep.
I got his point of contact information for dispatch. I told him just to hang around over here in case Chief needs something from him.
Yep.
Your guys' street
So
department
they can
today?
figure out
Have them bring up some barricades.
where Madam Oatmeal, where Madam Mayo and Oatmeal is over here. Again, everybody keep your eyes peeled for anybody in the background that's wearing an Eskimo hat.
Which one? Where is mine? You see that? I made a hydrant.
Yes, they did the thing! Whenever they do high five, code blue cam, whenever the cops do like high fives or fist bumps, they just do a little squeaky noise. I love that. I love it when they do that. Carefully listen,
Where
guys.
is mine? You see that? I made a hydrant.
It's been a while.
You're getting a freaking guard tracking, man.
Made a hydrant.
Anybody know if they can maybe make that? No, it sounds like they're all yelling on the radio, so the guys out here can't understand what they're saying. Are you gonna need like any more room here for more trucks or anything?
I wonder if that truck is still up there.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Can't hear a damn thing in there, can you?
Everybody's hollering the mic, so you can't hear.
Yeah.
What?
As far as he knew, yeah.
Ah, the radios got soaked from the sprinkler system.
Yeah.
I know.
Hey, is it our radio's not working? I just wonder, is it?
I think it's everybody.
Oh.
It might be something.
It's yours.
It looks like it's either raining or snowing over here now.
Dude.
It's probably something to do with the building.
Well, entry one's in there. I opened those doors down there. The main entrance ones? Yeah. There's a fire exit against that west-east wall.
Okay.
If you pop that open, I think that's the closest one to the source of it, yeah.
You want me to try and sink in and
You can't do anything. You can't go in the building.
Back off, Amy. What are you doing?
trying to get you some paper coverage.
We'll get it. They got it knocked down. Worst case scenario, there's some dumb kids.
After the fire was contained, police spoke with Sparta Area Fire Chief, who noted that the fire seemed sus and requested a review of the security footage.
Yes, it would seem a little sus, my guy.
I am too. When I got here with the location of it, and Jake said that, like, something's wrong. In the middle of the store.
There's nothing combustible in that alley, that aisle, in that fabric section.
Yep.
As far as anything that would ignite it. I think either
Yeah,
somebody
it wouldn't have
put
just
something in there,
spontaneously ignited.
put something in there
Somebody
so
had
that,
to
get
deliberately
as
do
slow
it.
as you can get it.
Yeah, that's our plan. As soon as we can get in that
See what we
office,
can
we're going to
figure
go look and see what we got.
Officers then contacted an asset protection employee to access the surveillance cameras. While reviewing the footage, they observed the suspect igniting the fire before casually walking around to assess the situation. She was later seen standing outside the store among other customers, appearing anxious and uncertain about where to go. Eventually, she made her way to a blue SUV, watching the shitfest unfold before driving off shortly after first responders arrived. A clear image of her face was captured from the security footage.
Again,
This photo was then forwarded to another officer.
Just
who was
missing
able to
one thumbs up and be
identify
like, yeah.
her as 17-year-old Emma Smith, using a school ID photo.
17 years old. Here I thought it was an old lady, but no, it just has old lady face. I guess I was being a little bit presumptuous with the whole going into Walmart to get oatmeal and mayonnaise. Well, that makes the intrusive thoughts much more applicable as opposed to maybe dementia. And now I know why a 17-year-old has a lighter in their pocket and looks like a grandma. Smoking a bit of the devil's lettuce, are we now? And you were looking at that fake ficus in the corner and be like, yeah, this'll work. This'll work perfectly. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it.
There's a fire right there.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ. That went hurry.
So like I said, this person seems like they're acting off.
Looks back. There's smoke right there. Yeah. Bingo.
It almost looks like they're wearing like one of those bomber hats.
Was that him?
I think so.
I think that's him right there.
Right there.
Yep, yeah. He's backing up just a little bit.
See right here by this guy?
He's on just behind him. He's
Right
tucked.
here.
Yep, there he is.
Looked like he had his phone out, like he was taking a video or something.
Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah, they work.
And can reach out to some of his head kids and check their Snapchat feed.
Yep. Right
So they were correct. Some kid. Some kid. Some freaking kid. Taking Snapchat for clout. They are a lot more spot on than they lead themselves to believe.
That's an oh shit look if I've ever seen one. You ain't kidding.
Ooh! Oh boy! What did I do?
Definitely looks like a female.
It's a female. Probably should refer this to the school resource office.
Mm-hmm. From inside.
Really? Who is it?
Oh, that's way after.
Holy balls.
Emma Smith.
They figured this out now.
Right now, it's just over 7.6 million. I mean, it's a good.
Yeah, $7.6 million in lost product. Because a 17-year-old let the intrusive thoughts win.
Going to be a total loss. I don't know what's going to be saved. Like for sure, all of the apparel's gone, right?
Yep.
That's gone.
Any of the
Smoke
food sitting
damage.
out
Any of the
is
food
total.
sitting out
Food,
is gone.
yep.
Anything where sprinklers hit.
Yep,
gone.
water damage.
Rough estimate right now, we're 7.6 mil.
Yep.
Rough.
The value in the box currently.
Fire chief, he sounds like he might be contacting DCI, so we might have to secure the building and tape it off for a crime scene. So I'm gonna be letting you know in a couple minutes.
Shutting the building down?
Nobody's going anywhere till DCI gets here in a couple hours, so they're on their way from Madison now. So this is now a crime scene we're considering.
Okay. All right.
Approximately 4 hours after the fire, police visited the address on file and saw the same blue SUV from the security footage parked outside.
They work fast.
Hello. Hi. I'm Detective Bray. Is Emma home?
Yes.
Perfect! She owes us $7.6 million.
What'd she do?
We will sit on top about it. We'd like to have her down here.
The fire?
Yeah. Tell you about it?
She told me she was there shopping.
She start a fire? Mama knows a little bit more. Or her instincts are kicking in and her intuition tells her, my daughter's an arsonist. Here we go!
Okay. Yeah, she can come down. We'd like to talk to her.
She's the one that started it?
She's a possibility, yeah.
As Emma came downstairs to see who was there, she likely realized she was in deep shit.
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you come down and chat with us for a second?
Yeah.
You want to have a seat? I'm Detective Bray. This is Sergeant Lotus. Were you at Walmart today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What did you go to Walmart for?
Oatmeal and mayo.
Oatmeal and mayo.
It's an odd combo that I can't get
Did you
over.
go with anybody? No? You seem a little nervous. What's going on?
Oh, yeah, because I just made a big oopsie.
Panic.
What scared you?
The fire.
Okay. Where were you at when you saw it?
I was walking, I was ready to go check out, and I was in the ladies' bra section,
And then someone was saying, oh, there's a fire. And then I saw it, it started reaching the ceiling. And then I said, everyone move away, fire, fire, fire. I have a video if you want to see.
I have a video that I was recording shortly after I started the fire.
A lot of them that pretty much cover the entire store. Okay. So did you get your oatmeal in mail? You got
I
'em?
got them from Hanson instead.
Okay. So why were you over in the bras if you went there to get oatmeal in mail?
Because when I was going to check out in
Did you
the
have oatmeal
self-checkout,
and mayo in your hands?
and then I set it down right where the refrigerator was in the self-checkout aisle. There was one where it's not in there, but it's like right outside of it.
I can literally hear the gears grinding together, trying to formulate a logical story so that they do not get in trouble. And those gears are not turning too well. They are not doing so hot.
And then I walked out.
Okay.
When you were, why were you going through like the section with the bras and stuff?
I always take a shortcut, and plus I read on my hand that I need socks.
Okay.
I know you got some for me, but I usually like to wear black socks, and so I was gonna get those. I didn't because that happened.
Ma'am, I hate to
Were you
inform you,
anywhere
but
else in
your
the
story is all over the freaking place.
Where would that have been?
I was looking at art bags in the art supply section.
Okay. What else was in that aisle?
What do you mean?
What other items were in the aisle that you...
What other items were in the aisle? Well, there was this ficus. And then there was this fire that jumped out of my lighter after I clicked it. And then I thought, ooh, this makes for great content. And then did it.
You were in?
Markers, sticky notes. It was just typical art stuff.
Okay.
I also want to point out, I would like to applaud the mom's resilience at not getting involved in all of this. And basically already knowing that her daughter is the one at fault here. Can we all applaud the mother for not trying to make things worse by defending her daughter, but rather just standing by and letting her daughter reap what she has sown? Can we all just appreciate that?
Were you in any other aisles?
I was in that aisle where it happened, but...
What aisle was that?
That was the art section where the paints and stuff were.
Okay.
How do you know what happened there?
Because I saw it.
How would you be able to see it?
Because everyone was turning and pointing.
How would you be able to see what was in the aisle?
Because when I was walking
I was in the aisle.
The art bag
After I started a
it was
fire
on
in
this
that
side,
aisle.
Not the other side by the clothes. It was near where you would find home stuff. I was looking at the art section, and then I was gonna walk away, and then I went in the fabric section to the socks and the bras, and then that's when someone said, "Oh my God, look, there's a fire," and that's when I turned around, and I made the stupid decision to just stay and videotape it instead of leaving, and I watched it.
Well, I hate to
over
inform you, ma'am,
multiple
but you also
times,
made the stupid
and
decision of, starting it.
It's pretty clear to me that it was in that section.
Did you see anybody else in the section where fabrics were and stuff like that? No?
Nobody else was in there?
There was an old lady, I think, with her family, and
You do look like an old lady.
they were near it, and then this other person that I was standing near was saying, "Everyone move from the area," and then I started shouting that too, and you can see it in the video.
I would also like to point out, I mean, we already know she's guilty of sin just because of, well, the way that the story is structured, how the video is playing out, and everything else. But you could just tell by the body language that's being displayed here that she's got hands on her thighs and a braced position. Like, already in confrontation mode. Because she's fighting to protect her innocence, essentially. Or to at least protest her innocence. At the very, very least. She's trying to make direct eye contact, but she kind of keeps shifting around a bit. She's talking more with her hands than she is with her words. She's kind of stumbling around with the explanation because her, because of her brain going a million miles an hour trying to formulate a story that didn't happen, that will pass as believable, that'll get her off scot-free. You could just tell it. She's wide-eyed. There's a bit of wavering in her voice. If she didn't have anything to hide, she would be a lot more genuine. And I am just not hearing that. And that's not because I already know she's guilty. I just know she's not telling the truth. Her body's screaming it right now.
Do you have the video?
Mm-hmm.
You still have it?
Mm-hmm.
Can I come with you?
Sure.
So she's on camera walking out of the aisle, like moments before the fire starts.
And nobody else is in the aisle?
Not that we can see. And nobody exits the aisle from either side. And her demeanor coming in and leaving are very different.
That's me shouting that.
There was nobody else in the aisle with the fabrics and stuff when you were down there except for an old lady?
And her family, I would presume. And then that's when everyone started walking out the door. And I followed with that.
Okay. So, do you remember where you were right before people started saying there was a fire?
I was walking where those home items were.
Mm-hmm.
I was walking out of that aisle after I was done looking at beads and stuff.
Okay.
And then that's when I went to go look at the art bags in the other section. And then I walked out, went near this other old lady who was shopping. And then, I was wearing my hat, so I don't know if I missed it or something, but I was walking in the fabric area. And then I felt like...
Well, I hate to inform you, Emma, that the Eskimo-esque hat that you were wearing does not have those, horse eye blinders that prevent you from looking in your peripheral. You could easily see. You just choosing not to, and you're looking for every excuse you could find in the book to get you out of this. And I hate to inform you, you're going to be getting a pretty heavy bill. Play stupid games, win very expensive stupid prizes.
Kind of heat a little bit, and that's when I went to the bra section. But no one else was around me. Everyone was just shopping and everything.
And you felt heat? How long after you left that aisle?
Just like a split second, and then...
Why is that?
That's when I saw all the smoke and everything. And when
But no one else was in the aisle, and then you felt the heat? Okay. So I think it's time for you to be honest with us at this point.
Please.
What do you mean?
Okay.
So, Emma, there's the footage shows you leave the aisle where the fire started, moments before the smoke starts rising up from the shelf, and your behavior when you walk out of that aisle, you're obviously paying attention to what's happening down there. You can see your head turning and looking down there several times.
Because I'm usually paranoid about people following me.
Okay.
I do have moments where I get overly paranoid and it makes me act erratically, and she can back that up. Okay. And I'm sorry.
Erratically to the point of setting a ficus on fire in a Walmart in the arts and crafts section? I don't think so, ma'am. You let the intrusive thoughts win this time, and it cost you $7 million. Hope it was worth it!
understand that, and I'm not saying that you're this bad person who's trying to hurt anyone or anything like that. But the footage shows you coming out of where that fire started.
I
And
know,
you're the only one there.
And as soon as you leave, we follow you all the way through the store. And I mean, you're trying to cover your face when you're walking out of the door.
No, I was in panic doing this.
Okay.
What did you start it with?
I didn't have anything. You can check my whole room, my whole body, person, everything. I don't have anything.
I'm not asking you if you have anything. I'm asking you what you started it with.
I didn't start it with anything.
We need...
But you're not saying that you didn't start it. Gotcha!
To be honest.
So you're not saying that we're wrong. You're just telling us that you did it differently. Oh, I don't think that they're politically stupid. They're just stupid.
Okay. There's lots of footage. You're clearly in a panic right now. So what did you start?
The state crime inspectors are coming to check the fire, and they're going to be able to tell us exactly how it happened. Like, not like it maybe happened this way or it maybe happened that way.
You know, I don't really know what's going to happen, Emma. But I can tell you this for certain. You're leaving this house in cuffs. And you're going to be charged with a felony. A pretty hefty felony that is more than likely not going to get so easily dropped. We're looking at prison time here for you, little Miss 17-year-old oatmeal and mayo. Around and find out.
What did you start with?
There you go. The truth shall set you free. Straight to prison.
The lighter at now.
It's in...
Where's the lighter at now?
And now the mom is like, God,
Emma, where's the lighter
It's
at?
Damn it.
in the kitchen. Where...
I don't want you to touch it. I want you to tell me where it's at.
What's gonna happen to me? Please tell me.
Tell me where the lighter is.
Don't you dictate. You no longer get to dictate. You could have killed somebody. You could have killed many people with your stupid, stupid act. You no longer get to dictate the course of events here. You reap what you sow. You get to deal with the consequences. You get to face the music. That's how this is going to work. You're no longer in control. You gave that up the second you sparked it out back there.
Emma, this is a felony. That's the short stick of it.
I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry.
You didn't mean to do it. You don't mean to just accidentally pull your lighter out and spark a fire. You don't do that. That is complete and utter intent. Like full intention to commit arson. I've never walked into a Walmart or any sort of business and thought, I'm going to get up to some mischievous shit today. I can't say that I'd pull out my lighter and set a fire because I don't own a lighter. And I most certainly don't carry one with me in public. It's like, I own a lighter at home so I can light my candles and stuff. But I don't bring it with me to public. Especially to a Walmart. And again, I still can't get over the fact that you were in there for oatmeal and mayonnaise. That's an odd combo to have together. I've never tried it myself, but I could probably assume it's horrible. All right, Buttercup. Time to face the music.
I really wasn't thinking. I won't take my meds today, and I'm impulsive.
Okay.
Don't use this as an excuse. Because you're going to set a very dangerous precedent for people who actually do have to take meds like this. To do the whole keep the intrusive thoughts in control. And plus, we've heard this excuse so many times before. What, are you going to start hyperventilating and can't breathe? You suddenly going to need to use the bathroom? Claustrophobia much? We've seen it all, we've heard it all. We have very little time to deal with it all.
Where's the lighter at?
It's in the kitchen. When you walk in, there's like a cabinet right here. There's the garbage.
Next to the refrigerator first.
Okay. I'm gonna walk you over there and I want you to show me where it's at, okay? I don't want you to touch it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go grab it. Don't touch it, just show me where it's at. Which one is it?
Green.
The green one?
Is she gonna get arrested for this?
Go to jail.
You know it.
Come back over here. We're not done yet.
So what did you start?
Huh?
What did you start on fire?
What did you light?
I lit one of the leaves of the fake plants. And I really didn't mean to.
What do you mean? Explain that to me. Help me understand.
Because I wasn't thinking about anything that could have happened at the end. I didn't even think about that. I feel really guilty. But
So,
I
help
really
me
don't
under-
want to go to jail.
Seriously, you could have hurt somebody.
I know.
Could have killed somebody. Could have killed somebody. And there's so many different kinds of people that are in there. Men, women, children, kids, adults, elderly. There is an entire smorgasbord of people that are in that building that you could have freaking killed. Thank God it stayed confined to the arts and crafts area. But, good God, Emma. You had one job. And that was to get oatmeal and mayo. And here you are, footing the bill for $7.6 million worth of damages. I sure hope the arson was worth it. I sure hope letting the intrusive thoughts win was worth it.
The gravity of the situation.
No, I do now, and I'm really sorry.
And you do now. This is the problem with this generation. I'm going to go on an old man rant here. And I'm going to say that this is what's wrong with this generation right now. Like the generation that Emma currently occupies. I like to call the generation that is behind me. You don't think ahead of time. You don't go like into an A and B sort of like, if I do part A, then part B is going to be the result. Nobody thinks that way. They just act. And then they get all flustered and Pikachu face whenever shit goes expectedly awry. What did you think was going to happen when you lit a fake plant on fire in the middle of a Walmart the day after Christmas? What did you think was going to happen? It was just going to sputter out, shoot confetti, and be like, congratulations! Come on. You people need to freaking think ahead. Like, with every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. That's how the universe works. How the shit are you not understanding that at all? I don't under-freaking-stand. Everything that I've ever learned in my life always has an equal and opposite response to the action in play. There have been so many times where I think, like, for instance, there's so many times when on Twitter I feel like I need to say something. Like I have a strong opinion about this, that, and the other thing. And I want to say it. I want to spew my guts. I want to just speak my truth and be done with it. But then I think, if I post this, how are people going to respond? Are they going to respond positively? Are they going to respond negatively? Will this happen? Will this happen? And ultimately, it boils down to, no, it's not worth the trouble, so I don't even freaking bother. you gotta, like, think these things through. Like, it's not that hard. You just sit and you think. And by the time you're done thinking, the moment's gone, the thought is past, and you can continue on with the rest of your life. It happens to me so many times during conversations where it's like I think I'm going to have some sort of witty banter that's going to land so freaking well. But then I get lost in the sauce and thinking like, well, what if it doesn't land right? What if this joke doesn't hit right and I actually offend people rather than make people laugh? And then by the time I come to the decision of I'm going to say it or I'm not going to say it, the moment's gone. Time's passed. It's now too late. And then I avoid a potential problem. Or I just don't go into a place and think, I'm going to light something on fire and then do it. Friggin', the generation behind me just does not think ahead. And I don't want to say that's the perk of being raised as a 90s kid. I was born in 92. So, yeah, being 33 years old, I have a lot more hindsight, a lot more control over my impulses. Thankfully, I don't need medication for anything in my life except for the occasional allergy pill to stop me from getting a stuffy nose once a month. So I thank God for that I was born quote-unquote normal, which is a completely subjective term in and of itself. Normalcy is within the eyes of the beholder, as I believe it. But this is the kind of situation where it's just like, you gotta think. You gotta think of the ramifications of the action that you're about to pursue. You gotta sit back, pull back, and analyze the situation. Get that branching narrative path in your choose your own adventure book out and figure out, if you do this, turn to page 33. And if you do this, turn to page 12 and see how much of the book is left when you do it. Think before you act. The generation behind me just does not understand that. It's all about instant gratification, instant response. There is no thought or work that goes behind any sort of actions that they want to do. And this is a textbook example of that. It's so sad because it's so easy. It's so easy to just think before you act. Because, and now, we're going to this example, because Emma decided not to think, she just decided to act, she now has one heaping massive felony that has now landed square on her lap with a price tag of over $7 million attached to it. Let this be a lesson to so many freaking people that are Emma's age, or within her age group, or are within her generation. Do not be an Emma. Think before you act. And if even for a moment the thought crosses your mind that this sounds like a bad idea, 99.9 repeating percent of the time, it is a bad idea. And you should probably not act on it. Don't be that 0.000 repeating 1% that thinks that it's a good idea. Because then you get slumped with a $7 million bill. So, food for thought. Lesson of the day. Old man Viger's here to tell you, don't. just don't.
Help me understand.
Please.
Calm down. Take a breath.
I don't want to kill myself.
You're not going to. Calm down.
Emma, why did you start the leaf on fire? Let's start with that. Just take some breaths.
and explain to me why you did that.
And the thing is, she doesn't have an excuse. She acted on an impulse for absolutely no reason. And this is the response. This is what's going to come of this. Because you didn't think, you didn't weigh your options, here you are. Roll the dice, pay the price. And she rolled a natural 1 on her intelligence check.
I don't know. I don't know why I did it.
Okay.
I just
Did it.
What?
I do.
Okay.
I just
And again, we're going to praise the mom once more. She's just standing there, silent, and letting Emma talk. She's not coming to her defense. She's not trying to protect. She's not trying to escalate or interfere. She is just standing there, listening, and letting Emma stew in this. I feel so sorry for this mom. I feel so sorry for the dad, if the dad is present. I'd like to assume that he is. He's probably just at work. I'd want to assume that this is a complete family, so I'm just going to go off of that assumption. You've got grandparents, uncles, aunts, cousins, friends that are all going to now look at you. Never the same again. That thought never crossed your mind when you sparked up the lighter. God. Think! Think, Mark! Think!
couldn't help myself. I mean, I could. I don't know. I just wasn't thinking straight, and
So what did you want the outcome to be?
I thought it would just die out.
Did you
I swear.
see it start to burn more than you expected, and is that when you walked away from it?
I started to panic, and I felt really bad.
Have you ever?
I mean, I don't buy the panic story either. Because you had the foresight and the other terrible thought to cross your mind to pull your phone out and record it. To stand there and gawk at it. If you weren't thinking, that thought would never have crossed your mind. But it did. You had the foresight to actually put it out there and record it. You just showed the officers the recording. God.
Or had other fires, like controlled ones, before?
Just in my own room, but
Okay.
I swear I don't know.
What do you burn in your room sometimes?
Paper.
Just pieces of paper?
Up in your room?
Not often, but just my intention
Poor cat.
was to just go to Walmart and get the oatmeal and mayonnaise and just walk out. But I got distracted because I wanted to, get a container of some sort in the beads aisle. But then when I was searching around my pocket to see, just to ask my mom something, that's when I felt the lighter, and I did
So
that was just
Why did
blurted
you have
out.
do you smoke?
I
You smoke cigarettes, or why did
no,
you have?
no.
Where did this green lighter come from?
It was in my room already for months on end already, and
I'm sorry, I'm getting taken out of it because there's just a cat whining in the background. I'm getting taken out of the seriousness of the situation just because there's a cat just doing cat things in the background. Well, at least you're acknowledging it, Subspace. At least you're acknowledging the problem and taking steps to course correct. You should be the textbook example of what you should be doing for your generation.
when I put on my pants, it was already in there because I probably forgot it in the dryer when I was washing my pants. I don't know.
That's dangerous. You had a lighter in your pants in the dryer. Surprised your house didn't go up in flames.
know why I carry it, but it's not.
I don't know why I carry a lighter in my pocket if I don't smoke. Those kinds of disposable liquid fuel lighters are only for, like, smoking purposes. I have every reason to believe that she's not letting on completely. Like, there is more that's happening.
But I used to smoke weed, but that stopped too.
Okay. Why did you put it in the drawer down here?
I was panicking. Because
Gotta hide the evidence.
When I was driving home, I was shaking, and that's when I realized I really f***ed up.
Cat's like, yeah, you did!
Just so I have it clear, you just wanted to start the leaf on fire?
I swear
For what reason? Just explain for what reason.
I didn't have a reason. I can't think of any kind of reason that I would do that.
Okay.
And
again,
I swear I
intrusive
didn't
thoughts.
So, you left and you came back here, or did you stop anywhere else?
I came right back here, but I went to Quick Trip first because I was going to
I needed a new lighter.
park in the gas station, and I just wanted to go home because
Which Quick Trip did you go to? Did you go in the store?
I don't even remember doing it, but I know I did it. I don't know why. I don't have a reason. I don't have a motive or anything. I didn't want to hurt anyone. I didn't want to get in trouble, but I did anyway. I don't know why I did it. I really don't.
Okay. So, did you go into the store at Quick Trip? Did you try to start something on fire in Quick Trip? So what did you do when you went
I
into
went
Quick Trip?
in the Quick Trip. I went to the bathroom, and I looked at myself in the mirror and started crying. And then I just walked out and went home. I will pay any amount of money to get rid of this, please.
I don't think you have $7 million in your bank account there, girl. I really don't think you've got enough to foot this bill. You can't pay the fine, don't do the crime. Roll the dice, pay the price.
Listen, which direction did you come in at? Because you're parked this way.
I really can't remember doing it, but like I said, I knew I did it, and impulsivity has always been a problem with me, and I'm really not trying to blame it on that, but I don't...
Kinda sounds like you are. It kinda sounds like you
know
are.
That when I was walking out, I was shaking, and I couldn't feel my limbs, and I just regretted it. And I tried exercising right before you guys came here to ease my anxiety, but I feel really guilty. I really didn't mean to do it. I don't know what was going through my mind. It's so bad.
It's just stuff, okay?
I'm so glad
nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
Nobody got hurt. Nobody got hurt.
Be thankful nobody died.
I will pay
People
all
more or
the
less just got a
damages. I don't
scare
care
and that's
how-
it.
You're not gonna have enough to pay those damages.
No, you're not. What am I gonna do? Wait,
You're
what's
going
gonna
to
happen?
you are going to jail. You are going to have a felony on your record. You are going to do some serious time because Walmart does not pull no punches.
Is like you said, it's just stuff. Okay, you'll never have enough to pay to replace that stuff, but it's Walmart. They have insurance for
I'm being so
taking
serious.
care of that.
I'm so glad I didn't hurt anyone.
No, you're right. Nobody got hurt.
But again, I want to point out that thought never crossed her mind as well when she lit it up. It's like, if I do this, am I going to hurt anybody if this goes out of control? Thought never crossed her mind. I will light the fire. I'm going to start the fire.
God, I feel so bad. I don't know what came over me to do it. I just can't.
And here's the thing. The cops are also got their hands tied as well. You know they want to help this girl. You know they don't want to arrest her for this. She's 17. She's still got her whole life ahead of her. But they have a job to do. A crime was committed, a very serious crime was committed, and a punishment does need to be doled out. Because if you set a precedent that, oh, if you're 17, cause arson and are genuinely sorry about it, but don't have an explanation as to why you did it, that the cops are just going to let you go. That's going to invite a whole host of problems. So they've got to take her.
Or did it just get so big so fast that you couldn't?
When I saw it spreading, I wanted to go back, but I freaked out and I didn't say anything.
Did it spread fairly quickly?
I didn't mean for it to
Explain to me how it spread.
I don't know. When I told you I was walking away from it, I looked back and it just reached the ceiling and I was like, holy shit. I freaked out.
Where on the
But
shelf
you
was
didn't
the
stop
least
yourself
was
from
it,
recording it as
waist
well,
level? Was it down
so
lower?
there's that.
About waist high.
I didn't want that to happen, period. Now that I just don't.
So how quickly did it get big?
Really fast, like
Okay.
less than a minute.
Yeah. How long did you stand there for and watch it?
I was frozen in place in that cross section for a split second, and then,
Could you see it? Could you see the fire from the bra section?
all I saw was just the top of it from the shelf to the ceiling.
Okay, so you could see it going over the top of the shelf. How long did you stay in the aisle once?
Because those plants, those fake plants, they are dry as hell. They are dry as hell. They're usually covered in dust. Those things will go up like a frickin' tinderbox. And I don't need to light one on fire myself to know. I just know. You ever handle one of those? Those things are frickin' combustible as hell. And the fact that it's in the arts and crafts section with a bunch of other flammable material, it's frickin' powder keg back there. Why do you think there was so many sprinklers located right on that frickin' section? Because that's where a fire is most likely to really get going. So we're going to stop it right then and there.
I looked at it for a split second, and then when I walked away, that's when I finally realized, and that's why I acted fidgety in the video, because I wanted to turn back and put it out, but I was freaking out.
But I had to record for the cloud.
It hurt. I burned myself before, and it hurts. But I also... God, can I please still go to school?
Nope.
I imagine, yeah, you'll go to school at some point.
What do you mean?
At some point.
What's gonna happen?
We will be arresting you.
You better go get some pants on, too, so.
I'll be coming with you, so just go slow.
I swear, I'm not a pyromaniac. I don't... Oh, God.
So, at the age of 17, she can be booked in jail.
Listen.
The severity of the crime would imply that she will be tried as an adult. That much is for dang certain.
Calm down. Listen. You're 17, okay? Right? You're gonna be okay. You have a long life to live. You're gonna be okay.
She's probably only going to do like... If I was going to assume anything, I'm no legal expert. But the fact that it's only property damage, that it's literally just arson and fleeing the scene, while it is going to be a felony that is going to follow her for the rest of her life, I would assume that she's only going to get like several years, 10 max, in prison. And 10 is being like crazy numbers. I would only say like several. Maybe just like no more than 5. No more than 5 is what I would shoot for. She will probably get some counseling as well, because it sounds like there's a little bit more going on up in the head than she's leading on to believe. If she herself can't explain why she started a fire in a Walmart. Something to take into account.
If they want to proceed with this. Okay. If they want to proceed with this.
Oh, she already has a record, so she's a repeat offender. Maybe 5 years minimum. Perhaps. Will there be a stream tomorrow night for the Switch 2 Direct? I know I'd probably put it into Pacific Standard Time, but can somebody tell me exactly when that's going to start? Just out of sheer curiosity. So that I can do the conversion rate in my head. Well, Brody, that doesn't help me at all, because I don't know what that is. 6 a.m. Australian time? Pacific Standard Time? Okay, no. That is not going to work for yours truly, because I will be at work. Like I've said before, these directs and everything, they occur at these hours specifically for one group of people and one group of people alone. And it is not the actual customer. Because most customers are going to be either asleep or at work, at least as far as the United States is concerned. Because 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is 8 a.m. Central U.S. time for me. I will be knee-deep in work at that time, away from home and unable to actually do anything. These directs are posted specifically for the shareholders on the East Coast to know exactly what Nintendo is planning on doing, just so that they can invest their money wisely into the future of the company. And with the fact that there's going to be a new console out, they're going to pull out all the bells and whistles for this one, for the shareholders, for the investors, so that they can get more money out of it. That's usually how this works. I have no proof to say that this is exactly the reason why, but I can present a strong case to suggest that that is the idea. Because if they did want to actually do these things for the customer, they would do them more in the evening. Like maybe 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I know the VTuber model is for April Fools in the stream, but will it ever be used again legitimately? I'm thinking about making that as like a 10,000 bit redeemable. Like if somebody donates 10,000 bits on Twitch specifically, with the full force of pull out the VTuber model, then like the next stream will be VTuber exclusive. I'll make it a pretty hefty pay incentive. Because I don't want to... I'm not rebranding to this. This is what we in the business like to call a joke. But if it's a joke that you guys like being told, I won't say no. I will not say no. I'm just terrified of the fan art that may come out of this. I'm very terrified of what could possibly come out of this. Either way, let's see the fallout of all of this. We got 6 minutes to go. Let's see how deep Emma's whole... Let's see how deep the hole Emma's dug herself into is at the end of the day.
You're going to be fine. You made a big mistake.
I did.
But luckily, that's a big company that can handle it. Okay? But there's definitely gonna be some consequences for it, okay? Do you have any weapons up here? Don't.
I'm sorry.
What do you have? What's that?
Just the blade that I use sometimes.
Don't
For
touch it.
what reason?
Let's run some sweatpants and some socks.
Okay. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, God. I don't remember. Do you have a body cam?
Yes, I do.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is so embarrassing.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Sorry, Emma. It was. Sometimes embarrassment and public shaming is a great teacher. I doubt Emma will ever do this ever again, because her face is there, her crime is there, and the consequences of said crime are about to be revealed. We don't shame people enough anymore. It's a great way to teach people. Embarrassment is a wonderful educational opportunity. And the public shaming that comes from it is also very potent as well. I'm not a big advocate for it, but when it happens, I'm not going to frickin' stop it. Because it just works. It just frickin' works.
Well, I can't promise that, but
Oh God.
yeah, just don't. That's not what you need to be focusing on, right?
She just got in trouble for vaping weed in the classroom.
There it is.
You will be staying.
That's why the lighter is there.
Is this her phone?
Oh God. They're gonna let me know when the bond is too much love. That's ridiculous. Holy sh**. I could have been a murderer.
Mm-hmm. You could have killed somebody.
Breathe. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be this way. I really hate myself for this.
Credit where credit is due. Once the truth is out, she's no longer trying to hide it. Or trying to, like, underplay it. Or think that, it's no big deal. It truly does seem like she's remorseful. And kudos to the mom for still loving and caring for her. And just being like, it's going to be okay. I'm still here for you. You're my daughter. I love you. We'll get through this. It's just unfortunate that it had to come to this. Some people just have to screw up big enough to finally change. And I think as somebody who has hit rock bottom in their life, it is one hell of a wake-up call. Mine was just not as severe as this. But I think the wake-up call is still going to be just as potent.
Remember, it's just stuff, okay?
Breathe. I really wasn't thinking when I did it. I swear.
So yeah, it's all fun and it's all fun and games to like point and laugh and be like, why are you going to Walmart for oatmeal and mayo and then just decide to strike up in the arts and crafts section? It's funny to make fun of that, but when it comes to situations like this, where the emotion is raw, real, and genuine for that matter, you can't make fun of this stuff. You really can't. And I do genuinely pray that Emma does turn her life around on this and doesn't get into trouble to this scale again. But I'm curious as to what the criminal damage is going to be.
Daddy, I love you, but you need to breathe, okay? Breathe. It's gonna be okay. I hope. I mean, after all this, okay, I'm ready. This is a lesson learned. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus. God.
Ray, you want to snap a couple pictures of the car before you go?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
Breathe, Emma.
And just breathe, okay?
Breathe.
Like your mom said.
Do you know?
Detective Bray said, this is stuff, okay?
I know, but
nobody got hurt.
I'm not a bad kid, I swear.
Emma, I know that. I told you that in the house. I know you're not a bad kid.
You just make poor decisions.
I'm really grateful that you guys understand. I mean, not that you understand, but that...
Well, no, we're not like it. I don't think you did this because you're a bad person or you wanted to hurt anybody.
I really wasn't aware of my own movements.
I understand.
Oh,
so here's how it's going to look in there, okay? You're going to be by yourself. They won't put you in like a big cell with a bunch of people, okay? So they'll get you kind of changed out and everything like that. And you'll be in probably just a...
Can you push my glasses up?
Yeah, you'll just be in kind of like a booking cell by yourself. And then you'll go see the judge tomorrow, okay?
I'm so embarrassed and just shameful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Do you have anything in your pockets at all? Okay, I'm just going to search real quick.
If I could, I would give you a hug and apologize, but obviously
I
that's bad.
appreciate that, Emma. I
I'm
understand what you're
obviously-
saying. I get it. I get it.
You know I'm sorry.
You can't help but feel sorry for her
Believe you.
in this situation. You can't help but feel sorry for her.
Short trip up to the jail, so
She made a very stupid decision,
So I have
but
your phone, okay? Do I have permission to
it
look
just
through it?
it just is what it is.
Will you?
Please don't message anyone.
Oh, absolutely not. We'd never do that.
Is it okay if you unbuckle? If that's allowed.
yeah, I can do that.
Do you happen to have any tissues? If not, that's okay. By the way, I gotta say, you are quite attractive. Sorry, that other guy is too. Sorry. Oh my god. This is what I mean.
Emma, intrusive thoughts. Keep them to yourself. Come on.
I don't think before doing anything.
I've had a lot weirder stuff said to me from people back there before.
That we can't repeat.
Hey, Sparta with one.
Okay, are you gonna do the whole put all your stuff in the locker quickly? Damn it.
Turn right. You're gonna go right where the blue square is, and then just have a seat right there, okay? Just breathe on, man. There's nothing in here that's gonna get to you, okay?
Okay.
Given that the incident could potentially rank among one of the biggest shit shows in history, Emma was charged with felony counts of arson of property, first-degree recklessly endangering safety, criminal damage to property, misdemeanor disorderly conduct, and she was released a few days later on a $5,000 cash bond. Almost a year later, Emma pleaded guilty to 2 felony charges, while the remaining charges were dismissed but read in. According to the AP store manager, the smoke and fire damage resulted in approximately $20,000 in building repairs, around $2 million in cleanup costs, and roughly $8 million in merchandise losses. Ultimately, Emma was sentenced to 8 years of probation with the following conditions: serve 60 days in jail and pay $8,636,797 in restitution. However, if Emma plays her cards right on probation, she will only be required to pay $1 million in restitution by December 2034. Head over to codebluecam.com and check out our great...
That is one hefty price tag for lighting a ficus on fire. God. Let this be a freaking lesson to anyone that gets into these sort of situations. Don't. Think before you act. God. She is not going to be making, like... And how much time does she have to, like, pay that restitution again? Hold on. Let me...
$8,636,797 in restitution. However, if Emma plays her cards right on probation, she will only be required to pay $1 million in restitution by December 2034.
2034. I need to do some math here. We'll give it a year that this happened. She has 10 years to pay for that. 10 years maximum to pay $1 million in restitutions to Walmart. I also need to just double check this as well. What that technically means as far as what does restitution mean in law? Restitution means paying back. A law dictionary defines restitution as an act of restoring, restoration of anything to its rightful owner. The act of making good or giving equivalent for any loss, damage, or injury. The purpose of restitution fines or direct order of restitution of victim is to help victims. So yeah, she literally just has to, in 10 years, pay Walmart, at the very least, $1 million in damages. That's, yeah. She has to pay $304 for every day of that time frame. She's going to need to get one heck of a job. I'll say that much. This is like $304 every day. I only make about like 2.5 times that in a week. And that's not including overtime as well. That is that is a hefty fine. But when you do, like, what was the full breakdown of that?
Costs and roughly $8 million.
That's roughly at about $10 million worth of damage. Not the 7.6 million that we were under the assumption of. But yeah, that is... Emma, you're going to need to do some panhandling. You are going to need to do some panhandling there if you're going to meet that $304 a day. She's 17, so she's got plenty of time. But by the time she's 27, she should better have that paid off. I don't know what the consequences are going to be if she doesn't. Or at least meet the full amount. But that's going to be interesting. Here's to hoping. Here's to hoping that somehow, some way, it works. That she finds a way, that she gets it done, that she clears the debt and everything. I don't see myself personally how that is going to work. But I am a believer in miracles. God works in mysterious ways. It's just this one's going to be one hell of a bill to flit. But either or.
You just got coconut mold.
That one was sitting there waiting. Was sitting there waiting to get done. But either or. That one was loaded in the chamber, ready to fire. But either or, this was a really fun little thing to do. I caught a lot of you guys off guard with the little thing that I did here. And needless to say, it was really fun. It's not going to be a recurring thing. It may just be the usual April Fool's stream, but I'm not going to shy away from the whole $10,000 bit donation that could entail a future VTuber only stream. It would be funny. That's the way that I play it out. It's funny, I'm having fun with it, and that's how we're going to roll with it. But either or, that's where I'm going to leave the stream for now. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow or Thursday. I know for a fact we'll be back to our usual reacting and racing on Saturday, because if the current trend is going, we may be getting into arc finale. Maybe, just maybe, or semi-finale. One of the two will happen that day, and we will just see what happens with that. So, yeah, with all of that being said then, I will see you guys when I see you guys, and as always, toodles.